For the misfits, for the geeks, for those who show one face to society but in truth live in imaginary worlds, for those consumed by the possibility of something else out there, something to belong to, something that improves reality, for the grown who fight to preserve their childlike wonder, for those who still believe that the real world is a fantastic place that deserves to be thoroughly explored, for those who never found joy in traditional sports but still want to compete and play, for those who want to live in a world where fantasy and our daily life are the same thing, for all of us that want to belong.
I hate morning, man.
I know. Diego, what up?
Hey.
Ready? Jose, welcome. Tommy, hey, ready?
Ready.
Come on. Hey, Soph. Ready? BB1.
Hey, buenos días.
I don't.
Type, ready.
And Santi, I believe everyone is here, right? Well, as you know, today we have a big launch. Either we win this battle as a team, or we lose it to see all our work perish. This is not a small thing. Now, we don't need to worry because we have the support of an amazing community. And in a couple of hours, we're gonna be live. So I believe all of us, we know what we need to do. It's really early, sorry for that, but just let's stick to the plan, let's follow the community, and let's rock this campaign in Kickstarter. Welcome to the launch party. Good morning to everyone that is in America, the continent, and good afternoon to everyone that is in Europe. Today we have a lot of surprises. We have more than 1 hour of live content for you to see. We're gonna have different moments, including the launching moment of Kickstarter that will take place in a couple of minutes. Now, you're gonna see different people getting on board, interviews, house leader, owners of recruitment centers, the developers talking about everything. So stay tuned and keep watching because we have a whole party for you to live with us in this big, huge moment that is the live party. Now, our first guest, naturally, it's our friend General Oso. Hi, Oso, how's everything going?
Hi, how are you? Well, really excited. We have a big day in front of us. And so I hope it's a complete success.
Yeah, and to let you know, we're a couple of minutes of launching. To click the button launch, you will see it live. But before we do that, I want to talk about 3 things really quick with you. The first one is that the other day, Oso and I, we were talking about it. We have shown you a lot of small clips of the actual full cinematic trailer. We use a lot of our resources to record this cinematic that shows you the vision that we have about the Bone in the future, about the esports, and where we trying to get starting today with this launching moment. So get ready because this is the official cinematic surprise number 1 on the day. Let's go. I just love the way that cinematic looks. Remember, everyone in the community. That's the final mission or objective that we're trying to achieve in the futures. Have a whole esports amazing arenas where you can play and have this competitive esport tournaments. Now, before we launch, I want to talk about this thing. The only 48 hours thing you will find in the campaign. This is the actual campaign. As you can see, we're in a preview because we're about to launch. Just a couple of minutes more. But also, please explain me what is this thing? Only the first 48 hours. What can we expect?
Yes, so we really want to smash that funding goal in the first 48 hours. And a way to get the community more involved and to convince you, we want to give you an extra surprise. So if you back us in the first 48 hours, for all of you guys who have tested already the demo, you know how big of a boost this is at the beginning. We are gonna give you at the beginning of your adventure 3 extra superpowers from you to choose from 3 different loadouts. So this is one way to encourage backers to do it in the first 48 hours to smash that funding goal.
Nice. I want to talk about Perks, and I'm going to scroll really fast because I don't want to spoil anything about this amazing campaign. It's about to be launched in a couple of minutes, and I want to talk about Perks. But before that, just clear me this thing also. So this 48 hours thing is free and for everyone. So if you buy any kind of perk, you will get it for free. That's it. As simple as that.
Yes. Well, except the fan perk, but all the other rewards will include this special offer only for the first 48 hours.
Okay, nice. So these are the main perks we have ready for you. As you can see, we simplified everything since our last campaign so everyone understands really easy what they get. The first thing is a closed beta access that everyone will have it. Consider we have $1 perk and the full caster duo that was $3.99 right now is $3.79. That includes everything 2 times. But the closed beta access is expected to be released early in 2022. It's a closed one, and it's including everyone. For $1, you can get it. The next one is the Explorer. So here is when everything starts to get real, because you will get the alpha early access. Consider this is in September, so we're at 2 months from that moment. You already have the demo. You can test what you're going to leave there, but we'll talk about that later. The Founders Pack, something that it's going to be, we're going to deep dive into this concept later on, but just to let you know, the Founders Pack will allow you to take decisions within the Bones project. Meaning, if as a community we need to decide something, it will go into a voting system, and if you vote, if you have the Founders Pack, you will vote and your voice will create the future. And the Kickstarter exclusive Neria. We're having this amazing Neria that it's going to be voted, actually. It's not going to be imposed or assigned by us. We're going to create all the system about voting, and every one of us as a community will vote to decide how it's going to be. And well, these 3 perks are included in the Explorer and naturally in the rest of them. But if you're looking for the caster gear, the first perk that includes the caster gear is the caster one that naturally has all the things that the Explorer has, but you will also get the caster gear, Epon and headset, everything you need to fight in real life. Consider the caster will retail at $250 without all the perks. So we're making as company a huge effort to deliver this to the amazing community that has been following us for almost a year now. So we want to try to give you the best possible reward, prices, shipping, delivery timelines, everything. And for you that are collectors and you want to take your experience to the next level, the full caster will include everything that the other ones have, but we will have 3 new collectible things. The first one is the caster digital book. You will find a digital book with every single power archive, the history, the art concept, the things behind the scenes that happen before a power archive is released. Well, you will have 1 page or more of each one of those Power Archives. Remember, right now we have 36. We have the goal to get until it's 90, 98, also 96.
96, 96
96.
power
We
archive,
need.
super
We
power.
will. Cool. We want to get there. It's going to be a stretch goal, but you get the idea. The Battle Pass Season 0, something that a lot of you have been asking. The Battle Pass Season 0 has the objective for us as a studio to test the mechanics about the Battle Pass. So it's going to be also closed. But for you as recruits, the CAP Early Access will actually claim the unique rewards we're going to have in that moment. So that's why it's called Season 0, because it's going to be exclusive for early access people that has this perk. And well, it will work as a natural battle pass. And and for us, it's going to be the final test before going into open beta. And last but not least, we have the 3 starter bundle Neria. Remember, right now we have these 3 Nerias. You already test them in the demo, but with these, in the final version, they will not be included at the beginning. But if you're a collector and you want to check the full caster, well, the 3 of them will be included. And naturally, the full caster duo is the same thing, but twice. So right now, I want to talk about the demo. So also, please explain us. We have been, it's almost more like 10 days since the demo was out there. We have some crashes that are already well fixed. So please explain us about
Yes.
to everyone.
Well, we decided for this campaign to create a demo for all of you to take a glimpse into our universe, and for you to be able to test mainly the new exploration system and the combat simulator. So this is a mobile-only experience because we have a complete mobile-only experience that doesn't need the caster gear to be used, and we wanted you as recruits to have a first taste of what's going to be like playing or using our technology. And the response has been amazing. We are thankful. We have had, since this being one of the first times we do this in Android, in iOS, in English and in Spanish, we have had hundreds of bug reports that have helped us to improve the game a lot. We have been able to release already one update where we saw copies, corrected copies, some typos. We had an issue where the language wasn't charging or setting up correctly. User interface improvements like the stats showing the profile. So the community has been super helpful to help us polish the product. And it's important to note that this is still a demo and this is still a very, very early version of the game. So some problems may still be there or some bugs may still be unsolved, but we are working very, very hard to make this as polished. And also, this is not a complete version of the game. And since this is not a complete version of the game, well, you need to get the early access to see or to be able to get into the complete version with more sections to test, and that's gonna be this September. I
believe that one thing that I want to point, because this is effort from everyone. First of all, thanks to the community, we have found tons of bugs, tons of feedbacks, but also thanks to you and to your team, the development team, well, everyone here at the studio. I just love the way the community and the studio are constantly talking, understanding what can be better, understanding what's good, what's not good. We have a lot of user experience, new ideas, and my question here for you is all this new stuff that is going to be released with the ideas of the people that are being voting and really next to us in this development process. 2 questions for you. First, the early access, will you include this in the demo or in the early access? And do you believe or do you want to keep this conversation going in all the early access and furthermore, more like a cultural thing on how we develop stuff?
Yeah, well, our developing our culture, we strongly believe in communication with our users. So that's why we have the Discord channels, we have Reddit, we have a forum in our own web page. So we're trying to have as many communication ways as possible, so we can stay in touch with the community. So that's very, very important, and that's, I think, one of our core values as a studio. That's why one of the rewards is having the founder
The founder rights,
the
correct?
founder
Yeah.
yeah, the founder pack with voting rights for future decisions to make. And for, well, the bugs, well, some of them are gonna be corrected as while the demo is still running, but most of them, or most of the ideas will be included in the early version of the game, in the one that you are gonna
Okay,
be able to play in September, because that's what voting rights are for. So
makes sense.
as we finish the Kickstarter campaign, we will begin polling and voting on what ideas we should implement first and where should we grow from here. Of course,
Nice.
we already have like an established timeline of the in-game sections we want to release, but we are willing to share that production plan, and let's see how far can we go as a community.
My friend, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know this
Okay.
conversation could take an hour more,
Yes.
but it's time to launch. So everybody, stay tuned. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna live together the process of a launch inside Kickstarter, of a international launch where community is expecting everything. And please stay tuned, stay here, because we have a whole more hour of content for you to live. And well, let's do this.
Let's go.
It's gonna be huge. Peace.
As children, we dreamed of having superpowers, of being unique. I'm sure I wasn't the only one to try this. That inspired us to create the technology to make this dream come true. Welcome to the Bone Universe. Here you are the main character, and our technology will let you have superpowers in real life. To begin your adventure, you'll only need your phone. Using its camera and our augmented reality system, you will explore your surroundings to find superpowers, along with all the resources you will need to level them up. Our tech reacts to the specific colors and textures around you. So pay attention, the ingredient you are missing could be anywhere next to you. At all times, you can access the Combat Simulator, an online multiplayer arena for you to test your superpowers, try new strategies, practice with your teammates, and gain experience before going into real-life battles.
And Verde is just taking all of the damage with his tank build. We've got 10 seconds left on the clock. It's a tied match. Verde's going right into the heart of the other team, seeing if he can get that last kill. Cyan running away. Magenta got killed. That's the last point for Cyan, and they take the victory.
In the Combat Simulator, you'll need these guys called Nereas, your personal collectible bots and fellow companions. Now, to combat in real life, you will need the caster gear. The Epon will allow you to summon and cast the superpowers you will use in combat. And the headset, the item required to project the user interface with all the battle information. Superpowers are cast by actual movements of the Epon, so a combination of precision and speed is key.
Each time you fight, you will select your loadout from dozens of available powers, meaning each battle will have different strategies depending on the conditions of that specific match. If you wish, you could deal huge amounts of damage. heal your allies, your shields, paralyze your enemies, and hundreds of combinations more for you to discover.
Since the first demo, I got real excited about the project and everything, but it's never the same until you put the headset.
It really adds the things that we love about video games into real life. And I'm really excited about seeing where this project goes.
Something that has never been seen, it's incredible. It's like Tron or something from the future, you know?
Because this type of technology could change the way that we even think about gaming.
Si alguien alguna vez soñó con tener poderes, hoy por hoy no es un sueño, está ocurriendo.
It's crazy how it mixes between real and this like video game layer over your life.
Se siente y eso es lo que me encanta.
You know, that's what this game is designed to do, and that's what will be the experience. So there's not much else like it.
I'm definitely on board with them. I mean, I'm all in.
Confíen en esto.
I'm telling you, jump on for the ride.
This is the future.
Our experienced team of developers, artists, and entrepreneurs has been hard at work for the last 3 years to deliver this.
And we're not alone. We gather an incredible group of investors and advisors led by the legendary Rothko Sense.
A couple of months ago, I found out about the bone, and after meeting the team behind it, I decided to jump right away. I've been in video games for more than 35 years. I ran the international division of Activision. I was the CEO of Jagex, where they had RuneScape. I was the CEO of Codemasters with the Formula 1 franchise and Lord of the Rings Online. I knew that having superpowers in real life was something that excited me and I wanted to be part of.
To gather in person and play, we're working with local communities to create recruitment centers, local places that players using the app can find to combat with others in organized sparring sessions, local leagues, and official tournaments.
If you don't own a caster gear, don't worry. You can rent one at any recruitment center in the world. Today we have more than 10 recruitment centers under development in countries such as the United States, Mexico, Colombia, Argentina, Peru, and Chile. And we are eager to expand this model to other territories like Europe.
We're almost ready to go into production. We're now on Kickstarter because we want to involve you and others that share our vision to make this massive. So grab a caster gear, start a recruitment center in your local community, or support us by getting early access to be a part of this. Dive into the campaign and discover the universe we created for you. See you on the field, Recruit.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Kickstarter. I am glad you are all here. I am the Allfather. You might recognize me as the informant from the CRC info logs and also my own History of the Bone video, but that is not who I am today. Today, I am just Allfather, leader of House Thunderstrike, and huge fan of this game and fairly involved member of the community. We are watching the project live, as you can see. We're just going to be kind of following it, watching it grow. We do have some guests coming in shortly. I know that a bunch of you are excited to see JCF. He will certainly be here. We have also just got some other house leaders joining us. They're going to talk about their guilds, give a little bit of a promotion, talk about the name of their houses and how they came up with their logo. And we're just going to kind of go through this campaign because you see we've already at $7,000, and that reminds me that we will be having a giveaway as soon as we hit 10,000. So we're already at 8150. Just 2,000 more to go. For the first giveaway, we will be giving away a caster book, which if you don't know what that is, it is a little book that shows the history of all of the power archives. Right now there are 38, I believe. Yes, right now there are 38. Hopefully in the future there will be up to 96. And it's going to be a constantly updated book that goes into the background of the power archives, the concept art of them, but also the in-game lore behind how they came out. And it's just going to be a really great thing. And look at that. We have already hit the pledge amount, $10,000. We are going to be giving a caster book away right now. Let me just set that up real quick. I was so glad to see that we have got it so quickly already. Now, I do have to say that we have given away things in the past. During the pre-launch party for the last campaign, we did do some giveaways, and so everyone who won things back then will not be eligible because you will still be gaining your prizes from way back then. When I start giving away things that we have already given away, I will put those names on the screen so you know who is ineligible to win. So let me just get the stream giveaway set up. And if you put hashtag casterbook in the comments, you will have a chance to win this incredible prize. Starting now, put it in the comments. We will be collecting for the next couple minutes or so. We are giving away a caster book, which is only available in the full caster perk or above, which is the let me check what this is. The $199 perk. Used to be more than that. We're just going to be going through the campaign in a little bit. Yeah, this is only available with the $199 perk, and it will only be available for a short amount of time. I see everyone flooding the comments with the giveaway. We've got quite a few entries right now. We're going to let this go until 2 more minutes, 10:10 my time, 9:10 Central. So just a couple more minutes here, and then I will hit draw, and hopefully my camera will focus. That would be very nice if it would do that. But while that is collecting, like I said, let's go through the campaign a little bit. Let's also check what it is currently at. It is growing very quickly. We've got 12,000 already. 40 backers. Let's go. All of you who have already backed. If you have not backed yet, please do so. This game has got some great promise. 41 backers already. That's incredible. And like they said earlier, there is a $1 pledge. If you want beta access, but you just don't think you have the financial wherewithal to pledge higher than just $1, pledge the $1. It's so great. It gets you access before the app goes live to the rest of the public. It'll be great. But if you can pledge more, we got the $19 pledge right here, which gives you the exclusive Nerea, an exclusive avatar for your character in game, the voting rights for everything, and also the closed beta access and early access before the beta access, where you can help us everyone actually test things. All right, guys, it is 10:10. Let's do the draw. 3, 2, 1, draw. Let's see who we got. Oh. Luis Ignacio Ibarra Pardo. Congratulations, Luis. You have just won a caster book. Please DM the Bone Gaming on Instagram, and we will get back to you. Let's just take a screenshot of this really quick, and then all right, caster book giveaway. Luis, congratulations. You will be receiving that once it's all completed, once the campaign and everything ends. Thank you so much for backing or for being here. Let's head back over to the campaign. Let's check the progress. We're already at 12,000. Let's refresh that just in case. Almost 13,000 already. That is very impressive. I also want to highlight this again. In the first 48 hours, if you back in the first 48 hours, you will receive 3 extra power archives. You can choose between the damage 3, the tank 3, or the balance 3 to accommodate your yellow spark power archive. For anyone who's tested the demo, you know how hard it is to start with just yellow spark. It is very difficult to fight the power essences that you can find when you're exploring if you just have yellow spark. So you know how big of a deal getting not just 1 extra power archive, but a full loadout will help you explore and level up your archives very early in the game. The early game of the bone is quite difficult, and but this will just make it so much easier. And that is for anyone who backs with the Explorer perk or above. So everyone but the fan, everyone who backs in the first 48 hours will get a full power archive loadout. Let's scroll through here, see what we got. A few of you are going to be very excited in just a couple of minutes. We will have our first guest coming in just 2 minutes now. He is a big supporter of the Bone, and he is very excited to be here, and so are the viewers. We have Jugando con Fuerza, JCF, as you all know him. He's a mobile gaming YouTuber who is certain that mobile games will take over the gaming industry, and I think he's got a little bit of a point there. He's made a few videos about the Bone. He interviewed Mark, the creative director, who you saw earlier, and also Rod Cozens, who you also saw, who is the president of the advisory board at One Game Studios. He even pledged $5,000 last campaign to get a statue of himself in the game. And I think there's hints that he's going to be doing that again live. Maybe we can encourage that. All right, everyone, welcome, JCF. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
I can hear you perfectly fine. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. It's pretty early in the morning here, and hold on. Hey, go. You need to go do focus playtime right now, okay? About an hour. Go. So this is my life. This is why I only live stream when my wife is home, but I'm here.
Well, thank you very much for being here, and for I'm sure no one minds that the little interruption there. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about the campaign and what you have been thinking about the game. We saw in that opening campaign video that you have tested the gear already. They sent you some gear and had you test that out. I'm sure that you have a video in the works for that. That will be a very in-depth view. But is there any teasing that you can give us before that?
I actually released it yesterday. It's so I have 2 channels. I have one that has like kind of short informative videos, and then I've got a channel that's a gameplay channel. We kind of just play together, you know. And so if you look up JCF gameplay, there's a video every day. And yesterday, about I don't know, almost 24 hours ago, about 18 hours ago, we released a video with footage of playing the game. It wasn't all the footage, but it was quite a bit. It showed us playing Capture the Flag, and you could see kind of the camera switch back and forth between, you know, my son recording the video to Mark's point of view through the Bone system, which is pretty cool that you can watch. It was really cool to see that point of view because you could see, you know, the power archives and how he was casting spells at me. His efforts were futile because I had the Persian shield, which protected me while I grabbed his flag and ran it to my base and won. But it was a lot of fun. It definitely gave me a picture of the future. So it was
That is
cool.
very, very great to hear. I'm glad you had that ability to try it out. I know that everyone is very eager to actually get their hands on the gear and actually test it out. So very glad that you were able to try that out. And I also, so you have a lot of experience in mobile gaming. And I know that, like I said in the beginning, you are expecting that it is going to take over the gaming industry. What is it about the Bone that you think will get it public acceptance or public reception? Because it is kind of a mobile game, but it's also kind of an AR game. But do you think it's going to be like the mobile exploration that will be kind of what makes it accepted, or is it the gear and the headset, or is it the community and like the houses that they've established?
You know, that's a great point. So I think that the Bone will be very successful. I don't think it is going to be the biggest mobile game out there. It's too much requiring the gear and all of that stuff. I don't think it's going to be this, it is the mobile game. And like you said, it is not. A lot of people won't even think of it as a mobile game, even though we're using our phones. They're really going to think of it as an AR game. And hold on, let me put myself on streamer mode real quick. I'm getting notifications. And so I think it will be very successful because I think it will replace things like paintball, or not replace it, but be in that category. That's where it's going to fit its niche. Paintball, laser tag, those type of things, because it's actually much less overhead than a lot of these other games. Like in paintball, getting all the gear and stuff for someone to create a business, a paintball business, you're talking about tens of thousands of dollars if you're doing everything. Whereas anyone who enjoys this game, $3,000 for 12 sets is pretty amazing. And so to be able to host 6 vs 6, people come, they plug in their own phones and they play all day, and you just rented, $5-10, and they, you're coming home with quite a bit of money because you're going to be renting these different other options. People probably buy snacks from you, those different things, just like a paintball, area. And so you can make a lot of money, and a kid can do it on his parents' property, and his parents are like, great, you're making money and you're paying back these things. This is a great little business endeavor for you. That's a lot of the stuff that my parents let me do as a kid. I never went quite $3,000, but honestly, if this had been an option, they might have let me. If I had shown the numbers, I tried to do paintball, and it was way too expensive. I had to get my friends like, hey, buy your own paintball gun. And they're like, no, like that's so expensive. And then I had to I was just trying to provide the CO2 and paintballs to make money. And I don't even think I broke even, but my parents were happy with me investing $200 and trying to learn. Well, I think that with this, the numbers look better. I am a businessman as well now. And, the numbers look really good on this. I'm investing in this because I'm excited about mobile gaming, but I already have a friend who's going to run it all for me. He's going to have my 12 caster sets, and he's going to basically run the business. I'll promote it. And I'll be there. I'll be playing along with people, and making content, but I'm not going to be. Yeah, he's going to run the business, and the numbers just look so good. All you need to do is have, and you could use public property. You could use a park. And so we're going to do that. And it's a lot of fun. I really see this as more than a game. And I think I've already told you this. I've told several of the devs. I really think this is the start of a console. This is going to be the first augmented reality console. That's what I named the video. That's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a game. It looks like, oh, this is a console set. This is my Xbox and Xbox controller, but it goes on my head. and the options of what you can do with that are crazy. I mean, I think, and so another thing that I really like is that it gets people active. I really like that. I think that what's going to happen is just like paintball, just like those things, it creates a community. Someone says, hey, come with me to this thing. And they're like, sure, I'll come to this one-time thing. I'll pay $10 one time to rent the gear. And then they have this amazing experience because let's say that, recruitment center does a really good job of organizing things and they have this amazing experience. And then they say, I want to do this more often. And so they become a regular. Or some of them say, you know what? this is easy. That guy's making a bunch of money. I'm going to go pay $3,000 to create my own recruitment center. But the truth is, it's not really, it'll take a little bit away from that recruitment center, but in reality, it's just going to create more people getting into the game. Maybe that person creates a recruitment center, which is generating more people, but then they live on the other side of town. They're like, oh, there's one closer to me. It was actually the original one that person had gotten the idea from. It's just going to grow naturally that way. And it may never be the biggest game out there or biggest games. I really do think there's going to be lots of different games. But I think that it will be very successful because the model is beautiful and the numbers look great from a business model. And anytime numbers look great from a business model, then you guys don't have to do all the promotion. As the developers, you can kind of let the businesses do that promotion. They're going to promote, there will probably be some really successful recruitment centers that have their own system. They're advertising on Facebook and they're kind of blowing up like, come over here. And all of that advertisement helps the bone and helps it grow. But in reality, they're all doing it just for their recruitment center and getting people to come and rent their gear. That's gonna, so it works really well. It's just a good system. And that's what really convinced me that this could take off. Because trying to convince everyone to buy gear is going to be really hard. I think we should try, but I don't think that's what's going to make this game take off. I think the recruitment centers is what is the beauty of the business model that y'all have.
I certainly agree, and that's why last campaign and also right as we launched today, I backed with a recruitment center. So I will have a recruitment center, and I'm looking forward to the tournaments between recruitment centers. So maybe we'll go head to head one day in some type of tournament arena. And that you also brought up how you can bring in new people to come and rent it for the first time and just try it out. But then the experience doesn't end there because they can just get on their phone and go start leveling up without having to come back every time. So it's a very good way to keep people engaged without having to, like with paintball, like sure, you can go practice maybe if you live in the woods somewhere, but like you can't just really go out and try to shoot at things like around your house, even if you have your own stuff, because it's going to leave the paint everywhere and it's going to be like, it's just going to be a mess. But this is such a great experience where you can just go on your phone and wherever you happen to be, you can go out and be leveling yourself up for the next time that you go back.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to, and you actually kind of got into what my next question was that your perk, the statue perk, as I'll call it, it comes with quite a few sets of gear. So I just was wondering what you were going to do with that, but you already kind of mentioned it. But speaking of the statue perk, we just hit $20,000 on Kickstarter.
That's amazing. It's already gone up $6,000 since you put me on.
Yeah, that's insane. That's really good. And I hear that it's about to spike to 25,000.
I'm thinking. This is it's going so fast. I wonder if we can wait until it hits 25 and then I'll push it up to 30.
Okay.
Let's try to make that happen, guys. If you want to get a recruitment center or even just getting gear, if we can hit that up to 25, it's going up so fast.
It is.
If we can get it up to 25, I'll make it 30. So because I want that statue in the game. I've been blessed with this YouTube channel making some money and some sponsorships like Rise of Kingdoms. Mobile games have sponsored me, and I'm wanting to give that back and to the gaming world. And this is one of the ways that I'm doing it. Is I really believe in this game. So, all right, we're at 21.
Already moved up to 21, just 4,000 more. That's just like one recruitment center plus a little bit more if anyone's hesitating. You just heard the business side. The numbers look good. Very, very easy to set up. You just have the gear and just go out. Some ideas that I've had are just go out to a park somewhere and have you and your friend, and then just start inviting people to come try it out. And that'll just be a little bit of promotion that you have to do. And JCF, I know that you're also, I've seen something about a solo wheel or a one wheel that you have, and I've just been thinking about that could be very fun to go out to do some exploration further than just your house. Yes. But if you don't want to drive, there's some easy transportation there.
Well, I've actually, my friends and I have already talked about it. My wife has one. I've got three friends that have them now, and it just keeps growing. And so we were talking about that in combination with this game and how, let's say you're doing 6 versus 6 and 3 of your teammates have solo wheels. You could actually fight with them. That may sound crazy to someone who looks at it and say, how do you even hold up? How do you even stay up on that thing? But the truth is, once you get good at it, it feels like you're just standing. So it's actually, you can do more than you can when you're running. When you're running, it's kind of hard to hold the caster gear holds itself up, but you're definitely struggling to do things just right. Whereas when you're on the one wheel, or not one wheel, when you're on what we call a solo wheel, but a lot of the EUC community just calls it, which electric unicycle just calls it a wheel. But when you're on your wheel, it feels more natural. You're just standing. And so the idea of like a cavalry unit of like the tactics of, okay, come in from behind, and these guys in electric unicycles. But I'm really planning on going crazy with the content, because in my mind, having me on this electric unicycle, my brother-in-law says he's going to give me his old drone, having drone footage of me riding in and throwing superpowers at someone from behind, it's just so over the top. And so having that kind of YouTube content of having this fight go on from aerial footage and having like cavalry and all this stuff, it's just so ridiculous. And it's so futuristic. You're on these futuristic wheels shooting futuristic powers in a futuristic game. It's just like, people are going to watch it and they're going to be like, is this made up? Like, is this seriously a thing? And so I'm pretty excited about that. And seeing, all the possibilities. But this game, as Mark said, this is really just a tool. And that's why I like to call it a console. And also, when you're spending $200 on a game, that seems like a lot. But when you're spending $200 for a console, that's nothing. Like, that's the cheapest console out there. And the reason y'all can even do that is because of the phone is the computing power. No console, especially a console that could do what this could do, would cost only $200,
right?
Or $300 or whatever the pledge is. So I definitely think that those pledging, I think pretty much everyone should try to go for the full caster duo for $379. I mean, that just feels like a good deal, and you get 2 of everything.
Yeah, and I also want to point out that the caster gear, which is the $149, and then the full caster, which is $199. That is the caster gear plus all of these perks that you can see down here. So you have the 3 Nerea bundle, which are just some extra skins. You have the caster book, which I've talked about before, and we just gave one away. You have the battle pass to get you into helping test the battle elements before anyone else. The exclusive skin from the Kickstarter, the early access, voting rights, and beta access. All of those perks, plus the caster gear for $200, about $200. But the caster gear by itself will retail at $250. So you are getting like a $50 off of the gear, and then plus a bunch of other stuff. So the full caster is certainly a great price. But like JCF just said, you can just do $379 for 2 of all of those. And 2 sets of caster gear by themselves are going to be $500. So the full caster duo is certainly a huge deal. I see we got 8 people backing at the full caster duo level, and it really is such a great deal. And you can get your friends involved. You can show it to them so they don't have to buy it themselves. And then once they figure out how fun it is, then you've got them hooked, and you have a playmate for the rest of however long you know them. But I like your idea of using the wheel in combat. I have a little like Segway Mini that I was thinking of using for exploration, but I never even considered it for combat. I love that idea.
I mean, it definitely has to be something you can function off of, right? Because it, on a bike isn't going to work. You're going to be pedaling as you're going to be tired, and it's going to, I mean, maybe someone who's really talented could make it happen, but it's going to be difficult. You need something that is kind of easy. And one of the things that I also like about my wheel is that I can go off road very easily. So whereas some things, if you can't go off road, then you're going to be limited to the sidewalk. That's going to limit you pretty much as it's too many limiting factors to be effective. People will be able to manipulate and stop you, and you lose your advantage. So
that is very true. Hello, Mark.
Mark.
Hello,
Welcome.
my friends.
Hey, friend. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a month ago, I believe. Did we play there? Yeah. So
really
how's
a month
everything
ago?
going? Yeah, I believe so.
Wow.
I'm not even sure which day is today.
I know.
I'm just living the moment. Yeah, this is insane. Hey, so I was hearing you talking about all the wheel thing and stuff, and actually, I want to share you something that no one knows, because I'm here because 2 things. First, I don't want to miss the epic history moment where you actually get your statue. That's one thing. But before we go to that, I have something that no one knows. Is that I don't know if you knew it. Maybe someone could have heard about it or something. But this is the first book that I wrote back in 2018. That it's called Kingdoms of the New World. And here is how the bone started. The idea was to create a concept to get on board the development and founder team. And the idea was that written between these pages, there are the first 10 chapters. Someday I will finish it, I promise. But the whole thing that we have today exists. And it's amazing to see how people are connected in the same way. Why I'm saying this? I'm going to say in the 8th or 7th chapter, there's a whole chapter where people are using segways and are using scooters, the ones that you rent for $1 and you can, it's not yours, you're just there. And there was this Mario Kart thing, because consider this, the idea of you having the technology later on, let's say in a couple of years, but we can actually make deals with companies that has the scooters and stuff, and we can like pimp them. So imagine you playing kind of a race, like real Mario Kart, when you can shoot to someone and deactivate the actual scooter. You can do that,
Oh my gosh.
The vision, the idea that you all guys have that we're discussing, it's a thing. And, it makes me like comfortable to hear that this kind of comments, because it means something. It's not a coincidence that across the world, people are watching a video and thinking the same thing. It's only letting us know that, yeah, we're in the right path and we need to keep it that way. You're talking about like, yeah, it's kind of a console. We're not sure where we're going to end, but that's a thing, it's going to happen. And as long as we have a community wanting stuff, voting of what we want, what they want, we can always build it. We're here. Well, the bonus, like, everyone is the owner of this, Us as developers, we have the job to make those wishes come true, But yeah, that's how it's going to work.
So that blows my mind. The idea that because you're right. Like you already can connect your phone to like the scooters, you know, like they're already Bluetooth into the scooter. So the idea that someone could, you know, throw a banana peel, and obviously you wouldn't want to, you know, but like it could shut them down. You know, you throw like the EMP or whatever in it, and their scooter just shuts off, and or you get like a boost, you know, like in the game, you know, you see like, oh, you need to get here, and I get the boost, and then the scooter's max speed increases or whatever. Like you can create so much object. So that's another thing. Like I told you, you know, I've been telling you guys, like, I think Battle Royale is an easy option for you guys, and putting in the GPS, you've got the radiation zone closing in, and it's all GPS based. And so you're trying to run outside of the radiation zone and fighting each other. But, you know, I think Mark, you were talking about almost like a sword or lightsaber type game, to where I think you might have even been thinking about implementing it into the bone, but I was thinking that could be a whole new game, you know? And then this, you're just talking about Mario Kart. I mean, that's like 4 very different types of games that all sound really fun with this, you know, tool that y'all have created or are creating. That we're all creating. With donations.
That's how it works. We are all creating this. We need to have this huge conversation with that community, with that team, with the developers of like, should we open the hardware as a developer, like for developers, like come here, do whatever you want, create a Mortal Kombat style game. You know, it's not PG-13, it's fine. Do it. I like Mortal in a console way. Or should we go more like give you the assets and everything you need to create your own games inside of the lore and the universe we create? These are 2 very complicated decisions, because in one way, if we just open it to developers, well, you need really high quality developers that are willing to create complete games with stores, with, you know, with selling systems, with create your own economy. Well, a full game. All that. But in the other way, if we only open it so anyone can create something within our universe, well, community members will be able to create stuff. So let's assume, let's just for a second play this Mario Kart. So as you all know, you have power archives that can paralyze you, right?
Yeah.
So if we open it as a console, like do your game, you big, huge developer, just do whatever you want. Well, they will create something that needs a name, you know, something that paralyzed, that needs animations, audio, fully game development, huge money to do that, stuff like that. Or we can just open it and anyone, like Old Father, you as first, I can say, hey, I want to create my mod. So naturally, you will use a power archive that paralyzed to stop the other one, like the other one, scooter, Segway, whatever. But so it's difficult. It's a difficult decision. We need to hear the community. We need to understand what they are thinking.
Yeah, I think that's great. Now, Mark, could you do both? Like, could you make it to where y'all's thing is more like the, you know, creating tools for people, but then you also work with some developers and they create a separate game within a separate app that still works with the equipment?
Everything can be done, but funding.
That's what I like about you, Mark. That's what I like about you. Everything can be done. That is so good.
My job here is to say, how can I say yes? You know, that's the idea. It's not. We started with a concept, but this is evolving with everyone, and always there is a funding problem to do stuff. You know, it's like, can we play on Mars? Yeah, we can actually play on Mars, but that requires a lot of money to get to Mars and play there, right? So we need to hear the community. We need to implement all these voting systems that every perk in the, except the fund, every perk in the Kickstarter has a thing that it's called founder rights. And it's not a small thing. It's not this traditional perk that you find in Kickstarter that is like, yeah, sure, you will be a founder with a badge in Discord. It's like, no, this is serious. Voting rights will well, what we found there, it's going to be the bones path. We're creating the story together. So when you get a perk, when you have a founding right, means you're actually going to vote for real stuff to be made, because the resources are always limited, and we need to understand that it doesn't matter if you're Nintendo, you have limited resources. That's basic economy principles. Like, limited resources for unlimited necessities. Well, if we know that, we need to take decisions. But I don't want to take the decisions. I want to ask. We need to work together to develop whatever we want to do. That's the idea.
Yeah.
And that is one thing that the community certainly respects, how active all of the developers are with wanting feedback, with adding the forum on the central command, the bonegaming.com. Just how open everyone seems to be for insight and for new thoughts and new advice is really great. And it's certainly something that not a lot of gaming companies honestly do. They might say that they're going to do something, and maybe they will, but certainly not to the extent that you do, which we all certainly appreciate.
Real quick, guys.
Yeah.
$1,400 more, and it will hit 30,000. Okay, we're just looking for $1,400 more, and it's gonna hit 30,000. Okay, it's gonna magically go up. So if you guys can just buy a few more caster sets, help this project. These guys, this is amazing. Look at that, it's going up. Let's get it, just a little bit more. But I did have a question for you, Mark. What is the number that they need to give to have that founder perk? To have that
starting at 19, it's a perk that it's included in every perk, unless you get the $1 that it's just like a fan. Like, I don't trust it. I'm not sure. If you are that guy, it's okay. I get it. Don't worry. Just we developed that perk so you can see from the inside what Allfather was talking about, just like that. You don't trust us? Okay, get that perk. It's $1 perk. You will get the beta access and all the updates, and you will continuously see the updates, and then you will be part of the community, an active member, and it's okay. Now, with that one, you don't have the founder's right naturally, because if you're not an active member, well, you cannot vote because you don't get it. It's not just getting votes to get them, Starting from the 19, the Explorer perk, Explorer caster, full caster duo, everything, you will get the voting rights. So there you go.
And one of the first things, I don't remember. I think you might have said this earlier, Mark, before when you and Oso were going through the campaign. But one of the first things that the founder rights is going to be used for is to design the Kickstarter exclusive Naria. So the Naria that you can only get through the campaign, through backing, is that also at the 19 level, Mark? Do you?
Yes, it is.
All right. Yes, the exclusive Naria, which is also at the $19 or higher. You will only be able to get it if you back. That is the only way that you can get this exclusive skin avatar for in-game, for the battle simulator, for the online augmented reality combat training. And if you back at the $19, not only will you get it, but you will also have access to try to design it or to vote on the final design of it. I know that there's quite a few people who want a puppy bot or a cat bot or something like that in the community. And that's another thing. Join the community. We have a lot of inside jokes and we have a lot of fun in the Discord and in Central Command. Just about $1,000 more, and we will be there. We are so close, guys. So close.
I wanna, in the Spanish community, as you know, we are a Latin American company, meaning the game is a Spanish-based game, so it will release both languages, Spanish and English. We have a language barrier mainly all the time, and some artists, some developers, they are not so comfortable with English. and so they cannot be here today. But in the Spanish community, they are gonna jump in, and they are gonna show the process of how they actually create an area, how they animate that, how everything starts with a drawing, like an actual napkin drawing, and it can evolve. That is pretty cool. Later on, we will release that thing in English so everyone can see it. But right now, do you want to see some exercise that we did the other day? Let's say, how many people? Let's say we have 67 people. Just let me know you are there. Write in the comments. Let's see a new area, and I will project it. How about that?
Let's do it. All right, guys, put it in the comments. Do you want to see a little bit of the process of how an area comes?
It's not gonna be the process because I do not have even the software to run all that they have. I'm just gonna see you a final one that we're calling it Inside the Warrior. This doesn't mean that it's gonna be the Kickstarter one, but you will get the idea of where we're trying to work, and I will take it from there to explain you the new ideas that we have.
All right. You heard him, guys. A new possible Naria, currently called the Warrior. Put it in the chat, in the comments, wherever you are. YouTube, Facebook. Put it in. We have one napkin drawing, please. Someone wants a napkin drawing.
Whoa!
There you go.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Welcome. The idea of the Warrior. And let me take it from here to explain you the ideas that we are having. So this is, the idea is to have several Narias that can be changed with a principle or a lore. So this is the Warrior, but in this specific case, it's kind of a samurai, right? But the idea is that if you get the Warrior, then you will be able to change it. With a lot of lore and a lot of skins that we want to create. For example, let's imagine that, well, this one is the warrior one, but you can have the Viking, for example. Meaning, well, the sword, it probably will be an axe, the horns will be changed, or let's say we develop, I don't know, Napoleon warrior guy with, with kind of a gun right there, and, well, the traditional hat. So the idea is that you will have the warrior, and the warrior is this kind of system where you always have a hat, you always have an armor, and you always have a sword. And you will be able to change it with different warriors. Why I am telling you this? Because naturally, today you know the 3 starter Narias. They are the basic designs. Colosso, Naiba, and Scrapper are ideas of characters that will be able to change with different momentums. For example, let's say you have a recruitment center. Today we have people that have a recruitment center in the call. So let's say that you say, okay, so I want to build my own, we'll have an esports area, and you will be able to create your own design within that esports area. So everyone will be able to obtain the Jugando con Fuerza Naria skin with that specific one, and you will be able to change it with the different official recruitment centers and stuff. So we want to make this a kind of a collectible thing where you have a lot of stuff. So for example, imagine we release a Halloween theme with the 3 starters Narias, or the summer. Right now we're in summer, right? Like summertime, and you have Naiba with a bikini, you have Colosso with, a donut, a duck donut, and stuff like that. So this is a part of the bone where we want to be really creative and we want to have fun. It's not so serious like a Power Archive. There's where. Let me stop sharing. There
I also want to point out
right now where we're standing.
So close to 25,000. Just need a couple $100 more, guys. Do the full caster. That's really all it would take right now. Getting that 199. But like we said earlier, the full caster duo, you get an automatic playmate that you can go out with. You can just share it with your friends. We are so close. Get that up there so JCF can get his statue in the game.
And also, guys, you can have up to 20 players right now. So a lot of these recruitment centers won't actually have enough. They won't have the max amount of gear. So if you get a caster duo, you not only get that discount, but you can come and kind of work with those recruitment centers. It's going to be chill. I know for me, it's like, yeah, you can, oh, this guy's got an extra gear. You can rent it, and they get, you get $10 each time you go. You just bring your extra caster set, but then you also can bring a friend and have them go for free. There's going to be more options if you have to. You can play, you can practice with a friend. So personally, I think the caster duo is the best deal, but there it is. Okay. So we are
did it 25,000
about to
But before we go there, because I believe there are amazing questions here. Let me take them right away. So bikinis, someone said like, oh my God, what do you mean? Remember, it's a bot. So it's nothing like sexually. Just go and search for Naiba. Naiba is this little cute bot. They don't even have sex because they're bots. So they can put whatever they want. Yeah, if you can help me scroll there. Let me show you Naiba. Stay there. So imagine that little cute guy, girl, I don't know, it's a bot with a bikini. Just put a bikini inside, getting with superpowers because it's fun. And it's not, just to clarify, I'm not sexualizing everything. It's not going that way. It's just the idea of putting skins under your favorite, over your favorite bots. Second one, I saw here really fast. We're able to submit fan art? Of course you are. Please feel free to go into the forum, go into Central Command, just go to thebonegaming.com, sorry, Spanish, English, and you will find a place where you can do that. Submit as much fan as you like. When it's a Kickstarter design moment, we will actually have kind of a contest where we're going to compete through all the designs that you submit and other ones that we have ideas, and you will say like A or B, A or B, A or B, and we will figure out which one is the good one. Don't be shy if you're not a great drawer. The idea is the concept. Within the community, we have great people that have concepts. We have other ones that are great drawers. So just make sure to throw it there, and someone else can take your idea, refine it, and you will see how everything turns on. That's it for questions. Look.
That's great. Okay, well, I want to see the amount. Okay, we were at 25,200.
Let's do this.
And I think I did everything correctly. Let's see if it works.
There it goes.
There we go.
Hey!
All right, we are now over 60% of the way there, and it's been what, an hour and a half?
And no, since launch,
it's not an hour since we launched.
Minutes. Yeah,
an hour. Nice.
Let's
Okay.
go.
An hour.
Well, I'm honored to be part of this, and I'm excited about my statue, but I'm actually more excited about my caster gear. That is, I can't wait for you guys to create this and see what all the stuff you're able to do. Like I'm even more excited now after this live stream because I never even thought about the Mario Kart idea, and I'm sure it just makes me each time there's a new idea, it makes me think, what other ideas have we not thought of yet? I can't wait.
JCF,
feel free to throw them on the forum. Feel free to throw ideas. We are there. We're in the moment where we can be creative. You're part of this community in the beginning. If we take decisions and your idea does not fit that decision, it's going to be too late because it's hardware. So please make sure to tell us your ideas because we can consider them to integrate them into the hardware. It's not too late. We're not in production. We're almost ready to go into production because we need to refine that kind of stuff. Thinking on what you imagine so we can implement that in the hardware. So in the future, we can create those things. So
I'm gonna go get a list of like the 50 top games in the last 2 years, and I'm just gonna like go through and be like, could it? I'm just gonna start coming up with ideas because I love it. It's awesome.
Nice.
JCF, thank you so much for being here, for joining.
I need to jump too. Out.
Okay.
I will be back, but I need to, we're in the middle of the launch. There's a lot of things happening. I'll be back.
All right. Thank you
Great.
very much, Mark, for jumping on here. JCF, thank you very much. Have a nice rest of your day and rest of the week. And we can't wait to see your statue and see you with all the gear in tournaments.
Sweet. All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Thank you, guys. Bye. See you in a bit.
All right, guys. We are at $30,000 already. That is ridiculous. Eldegold, let me just put your comment up here. If you got the full caster, you do not need the extra add-ons. Correct. Let me just double check that. Full caster. The full caster comes with the Nerea bundle, the caster book, the battle pass, the exclusive Nerea. Yeah, the full caster comes with pretty much everything. So you do not need to add any add-ons. If you go to the add-ons, you can see what all of the add-ons are, and you can just kind of reference that if you would like. But I am pretty sure that full caster comes with everything. You do not need to add on, unless you wanted to add on another set of caster gear, because that is an option. But again, if you're going to do that, then just do the full caster duo, because it is a better deal anyway. Thank you to the 111 backers who have already backed. Again, since you're in the first 48 hours, you will get the full loadout. Congratulations on that. And now we are going to move on to our next guests. We have some leaders of houses. For those of you who aren't in the community and don't know, the bone is separated into houses, which are just collections of individuals who decided to make a house. And it's just a smaller subgroup within the community. There's a little bit of friendly competition between them. There has been competitions within the campaigns themselves for promotion and stuff. In fact, I'm going to scroll right there. So for the last campaign, these were the top 10 guilds who won the competition. A new competition just closed yesterday. It just closed yesterday for the official houses that will exist moving forward. And we've got some leaders of the top English houses here. I am Allfather. I am the leader of the... let me get rid of this comment. I am Allfather. I am the leader of Thunderstrike, which is this one right here. But first up, we have Captain APAC, who is the leader of Nexus, which is this guy right here. And he is going to come on and talk to us about his guild, give a little bit of promotion, a little bit of talk, and then we will move on to the next leader. But Captain APAC, welcome to the stream.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Launch day, it's very exciting.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm going to pull up. Let me pull up your logo, a bigger picture of your logo. But just like introduce yourself, APAC. What do you want people to know about you?
Well, I'm the leader of House Nexus. Yeah. That's about it.
Very nice. All right, so we've got your logo right here. This is the Nexus logo. All of the images that I'm pulling up are from the fandom, where you can see more information about the lore behind the bone and the guilds and also their rankings and everything. So if you want more information about the storyline behind the bone, some characters, some guilds, etc., please check out the fandom. So this is the Nexus logo. What can you tell me about how you came up with the name Nexus, and also how you came up with the logo?
Well, the logo was a really, really rough sketch originally that I made, and then I presented it to a friend, and then she proceeded to make much more fleshed out version of it, which is what you see here, and then, well, almost, and then another member, he digitalized it and then made it what you see here today, and yeah.
Very nice. It's a very clean logo. And I also just wanted to talk about, you used to go the the house used to go by Gambit's Nexus.
Yeah.
And you decided to shorten it to Nexus based on I guess use, basically, because everyone was calling it Nexus anyway. So what were your thoughts for Gambit's Nexus, and then was that the reason you shortened it, or was there something else?
Well, the name change was more for simplicity. Like, everyone was already calling it Nexus, and originally when I entered the name of the house, I didn't think it would explode to the popularity that it has now, and so yeah, and so the Gambit part didn't really make sense for the lore of the house that we had so far, and so yeah, I just X'd it out.
Makes sense. Yeah, so just a little bit more about Nexus. Nexus was the top English guild in the last competition. They have, I don't know how many members you have. I don't know if you know how many members you have.
I think we have around 80, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you have quite a lot of people. If you go in the Discord, you can generally find a couple Nexus people online. A lot of friendly competition between what I like to call the big three, who we will have on, which is Thunderstrike, Nexus, and the next house that you will be discovering. For anyone who wants to join houses, you can join them in the Discord through a specific command that you can find there. And you can also join through Central Command. If you go to the group page, there's all these different groups that you can join. Central Command, which is just kind of everyone. And then each individual house has their own group that you can join. But yeah, Nexus is a pretty good guild. I've heard like hints of, they're kind of secretive about what they do inside. But I've heard hints of like giveaways and stuff and merch and maybe
yeah, we've got a lot of cool stuff on the way. Merch might be one of them. Okay, so thank you very much, APAC. What do you have to say to anyone who hasn't backed yet, based on, actually I should ask you this first. What are your thoughts on the campaign? Like this is insane. We're already at like 30K out of 50. It's already been like only maybe an hour and a half ish. It's really good progress.
Yeah, it's doing really good. What are you looking forward to the most for this game? Is it your house and your community that you've built, or is it the gear, or what are you looking the most forward to?
I think it's more my house, just like all the potential and all the cool things that we can do together as a community, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Very nice. All right, APAC, thank you so much for being here, for repping Nexus. Like I said, Nexus is a great guild. Some friendly rivalry, but it does have some great people in it, so I cannot dig on it too much. But APAC, thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
I'm sure you will still be active in the Discord and in the comments as the campaign continues. Look forward to seeing what comes of Nexus in the future. Thank you so much. See you at some point.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next, let's check back on the campaign real quick. Let's see what we are up to. Scrolling. All right, so we are still at 30,000. I need to refresh the page, actually. That's what I need to do. There we go. All right, so 30,423 is pretty good. 111 backers. We're doing good. We're gonna have some giveaways again. I'll tell you this, that if we get to 35,000, we will be having another giveaway. I will not tell you what it is just yet, but if we get to $35,000, there will be another giveaway of something that you cannot get unless you back at a fairly high level. So if you're still hesitant on backing, don't back. You can back at the $19 and get the founders' rights and the Kickstarter Nerea, and the early access and the beta access. But again, if you're hesitant about doing that, if you're not confident based on everything that you've already seen today, and you're financially worried, then pledge at the $1 mark. You still get the early access, and like we understand, like Mark said, we get it. This is a very new concept. So if you're not completely on board with us, go ahead and pledge the $1. I mean, you probably spend more than that for coffee. So just go ahead. Like it'll be great. And again, you get to join this amazing community that APAC just pointed out, that we came for the gear, we came for the game idea. But a lot of people have certainly stuck around because of the community that exists. All right, we have another guest coming on right now. Leader of House Arsenial, one of the other big three. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome Captain Devin to the stage.
Hello.
Hello, I like your mask. It's very cool.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about Arsenial while I pull up the your logo.
Well, our name was chosen based on a fantasy world that I was creating. I was thinking about it, and I just came up with this name for the continent, and I chose Arsenial. And I just really liked the name. And then around that time, I actually discovered the bone. So when I went to make a guild, I just chose the coolest name in my head, which was Arsenial.
Very nice. Yeah, Arsenial. I really like the logo. What can you tell us about that? Because I know that you had a different logo for a little bit when everything first started, and this is kind of what you're going with right now. So what can you tell me about this one?
This one was created by RJ1228, who is one of our guild members, actually. I thought it looked much better. The original one I had only made because they said you had to have one. And it was a very last second thing, and I did not put very much effort into it. This one, however, looks much better.
I agree. I don't necessarily agree that the first one was bad, but this one I certainly enjoyed it. When you sent it to me, I really liked it. I think it's very clean, but it's also very bold, which is pretty cool. So what do you have to say to anyone who's backing or who hasn't backed, either thanks or promptings for anyone?
I think that this is a really cool thing. I've been part of the community for a few months now. I know that a lot of the people on here are really cool, and it's nice to have a community that's so supportive of this. If you ask pretty much any of them, they'll tell you if you have the money, then back it. You can take even one of the lowest ones, like the $1 or $20 one.
Yeah, it's a great concept. It is. There are certainly a lot of great things that can come out of it. I know that there's a lot of friends have been made in the community. Whenever people come back that haven't been on for a long time, there's always a big reunion where everyone's like, "Oh, hey, where you been?" It's certainly, the Discord is certainly a lot of fun, and Central Command, as we start transitioning over there, is certainly also going to be a great place where the entire community can be gathered in one place. Where we're not separated on Instagram and Discord and YouTube. Central Command is a great place for us all to be able to communicate together.
Yeah.
All right, Captain Devin, thank you so much for being here, for telling us a little bit about your guild, House Arsenial.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. I'm sure that, again, like I said to APAC, we'll be seeing you around in the Discord, in the campaign as the bone moves forward. What are your thoughts on the campaign? Either new things or just how we've grown. What are some of your thoughts?
Yeah, a couple months ago, I kind of stopped paying attention for a bit, and when I came back, there was so much more stuff, and I was kind of lost as to where to start because of all that. I thought it was really cool, however, that there was so much stuff now.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of new things, a lot of new footage, a lot of slight changes to make everything better. Certainly listening to the community. One of the things that I know that everyone mentioned was that we need footage of the actual real life gameplay, not just the cinematic, because the cinematic was really cool, and I'm so glad that we got to see that today. But it's just not the same as actually getting to see the people actually using the gameplay, like JCF was just talking about, and like we saw a little bit in the campaign video. But if you haven't seen it yet, you meaning the community, because Devin, I'm sure that you've already watched it, but this is the real life battle gameplay video, which I will play in just a second here. I'll go through and play some of these videos, actually look through the campaign a little bit. But Devin, thank you so much for being here. He is leader of House Arsenio, member of the Council of Devons. Join the Discord. Please join the Discord. There's so much stuff that happens. But Devin, thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the Discord, and I look forward to seeing what comes of Arsenio for the future.
Thank you so much.
Oops. All right, guys. So now we're gonna go look through the campaign a little bit. Let's check up. 31,569. Let's go, guys. Again, 35,000, and we will get to the next giveaway of a perk that you can only get in full caster. So again, it's pretty worth it. But first, I'm going to go through this project, but also I shall promote my guild, because why not? So this is Thunderstrike. I am the leader of Thunderstrike. This kind of came about when they started doing the house competitions, and they first started doing the houses. I wanted to have one. I thought it would be pretty cool. And I just started trying to think of what it should be called. I like thunder. I like lightning. I do some like video editing and stuff, and lightning is a really easy special effect to make. So I had some ideas for art that I could start working on. And my first logo was just a picture of me with lightning. But then I had an artist, a friend of mine who's in the guild, who's in the Discord. As a community, as a house, we discussed what our mascot should be, what the logo should look like. We decided on this manta ray because it's pretty unique. It's not something you would generally associate with thunder or with lightning, but it also looks pretty cool. It still looks like it could be soaring and flying, and we gave some concepts to her, and she returned with this. We all really like it. I know that there's a few members in the house who use this as their profile picture in the Discord. But yeah, it's a really great guild. For the current competition that ended yesterday, we are the top English guild in the community. We were one of the first to be accepted, along with Nexus, and come join any of the guilds. We would all love to have you. And again, the Discord is just a whole lot of fun. Let's pull back up the campaign, and let's start looking through the campaign a little bit, guys. If you have any questions about the campaign, I will actually pay attention to them. As I'll actually pay attention to the question. One question that I see right now: can we buy the jerseys? Not right now. They will certainly be. I'm pretty sure they will be available when the Central Command actually like launches and everything. There will be a lot of stuff that you can buy, and I'm certain the jerseys will be one of them. And like Nexus leader APAC just said, maybe some of the houses will even have their own merch. So maybe you can get a Nexus shirt too. I'm sure that those would be house exclusives, but maybe not. Well, I don't know. We'll see. What robots do we start with? Excuse me. What Nerias do we start with? Like we've talked about, the Nerias are the avatars that you can see in the game. They are bots, yes, but their technical name is Neria. So what bots do we start off with? We don't know yet. They have not decided. There will be a starting bot, but we're not. It hasn't been decided on yet. That might be a founder rights decision. It might just be something that the team decides on. I will show you the three. The three that we've already talked about, Colosso, Scrapper, and Niva. These are the ones that you can use in the demo right now. However, these are not the ones that you will start with, nor will these be free. These are the Nerias that come in the Kickstarter exclusive bundle, the 3 Neria bundle from the full caster. Yeah, from the full caster pledge, the starter 3 Nerias bundle, that is where you will get these 3. The bot that we start with, not sure yet, but it will not be any of these 3. I can tell you that. It has not quite been designed yet. That's not what I said. Is the campaign free? Nope. As Kickstarter campaigns are fundraisers, they're kind of like GoFundMe's in a way. There are a lot of different perk options. There's a $1 option that gives you early beta access for the app, which is really great. There's a $19 perk. There's quite a few perks. The ones with caster gear, like the 149, or the full caster, which is probably an $80 discount to what actually all of this is actually worth. Like I've said before, the caster gear itself will retail at $250. Just the gear, just the headset and the Epon, the wand, that will retail at $250. But in this perk, you're not only getting that, but you're also getting the 3 Nerias that I just talked about, the caster digital book, the battle pass, the Kickstarter exclusive, and early access and voting rights. You're getting all of that for $50 less than what the caster gear itself will cost. So it is a fabulous deal. It is incredible. As you see, we only have 7 left of those, so things are limited. 33 backers have already used it, or have already backed at this price. Full caster estimated retail value, $339. So like I said, you are getting quite a massive discount if you pledge at that level. Full caster duo, what JCF says is the best business option. You get everything in the full caster, but you get 2 of them. So you can share one with a friend, and you will have someone that you can always play with. So no, the campaign is not free, Cal. It is a fundraiser, but the app will be free. The demo is available now and is also for free. So please check those out. The link to the demo is in the Kickstarter. If you get to right here, section 3, mobile gameplay, you can get the demo for Android and iOS right now. It is a demo. It does not have access to everything, but it is a great place to start, and that will be free, and the app will for always be free. You will never have to pay for the app ever. The only things that you will ever have to pay for are the gear, either buying or renting from a recruitment center, are the gear and the skins. Those are the only things that you will ever have to pay for. Anything will be cosmetic. There will be no pay to win. There will be no pay to play. It is all cosmetic money. Will the demo be active until the alpha launch of the app? Hesitant, yes. I'm pretty sure, yes. And it might be available during the alpha test, but again, the alpha will have access to everything, and the demo, like I just said, is limited. So it is very possible that the alpha that the demo would still be available until the app is fully released, but only the alpha and beta, only the alpha access and beta access will be able to access everything in the app. Can the bots be different genders, or do we select them? Since they are bots, they do not have genders. So they're purely aesthetic. So you can choose what gender you want to give them. How do we utilize the perk from being a previous backer? Hey, Paul Reed. I know your name. So Kickstarter saves everyone who backed last time and who backed this time. And in the Discord, there is a link. Arissa, could you check where that link is? Because I know that you get it. You will get the perk. There is a link that you fill out to kind of confirm that you backed last time. But again, you will get it. If you have any questions, check the Discord. I will be on there for the rest of the day. I'm always on there, to be honest. So if you have any questions, ask on there. Ask the bots. Ask Chopper. Arissa, I think there's one on Discord. It might be... It might be on the site too. JCF just asked what the count is on right now. 32,000, 188, just 3,000 more, and we have our next giveaway, which again will only be available in the full caster bundle. Pardon me. Let's keep looking through this. The demo, social area. How much longer till we get the gear? So, at the bottom of the campaign, there is a timeline that you can look at. So right here. So the caster gear will be available for everyone in April of 2022. However, selected recruitment centers. So again, the $3,000 perk, if you want to get a recruitment center, the $3,000 or the $5,000 perk like JCF backed at, either of those will get the gear slightly earlier than that. But the rest of the gear will be available April of 2022. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our next guest on the line. We have General Oso, the lead game designer. Welcome, General Oso, to the stream. I'm doing very good. How are you? The campaign is taking off very nicely.
Yes. We are at 1/3 of what we went on last time, so it's more than half of the campaign already. 124 backers, as we can see. So things seem pretty well so far.
Yes, I think it's going. It's kind of blowing my mind, honestly. I'm very excited for it. So I'm just scrolling through the. Maybe you can actually help with some of these questions that I wasn't entirely sure on.
Yes, of course. That's part of the reason I joined.
Thanks. So again, Paul asked, how do we get the perk from being a previous backer? I know that link is somewhere, but I wasn't entirely sure.
Yes, if you are a previous backer, you can go check the previous campaign in the updates. There's the things you are getting if you back us in the first 24 hours. This is very important. They will only apply if you do back us in this campaign in the first 24 hours, and those perks will be assigned automatically. So we are gonna check both lists to see who backed us in the last campaign. Everybody has a backer number, as you can recall, and with that backer number and with the current backer number and name, we can see if you backed us in the first 24 hours, and depending on what you perk or what you pledge in this campaign, it's what you are getting. There should be an update in Discord, I'm pretty sure, also with that information, and we have been sending that for the last 3 months to everyone, like constantly sending that. But I can.
Yeah, I think Paul.
I'm opening the.
I think check your email. I'm pretty sure that the messages from Anonymous that went out, I'm pretty sure those all say something. If you get those emails, check those. I'm pretty sure the link will be in there.
Yes,
as well.
or go and check out the announcements or the updates of the last campaign, of the canceled campaign, and there you can see. I can go through all of them. So, for example, if you pledge for the Explorer, you will get for free a digital caster book or the battle pass if you were a backer of the previous campaign. If you pledge for only caster for the caster gear, you'll get also the digital book or the battle pass. And for full caster and full caster duo, you'll get a physical postcard that we are going to send you, priority shipping, and we'll send you also a pack of stickers for you to personalize your caster gear. So that's the extra perks if you back the previous campaign and you back us in this campaign, but only in the first 24 hours, what you will be getting.
Okay, guys, so you heard it. If you backed last time and you want the extra benefits of having backed both times, do it soon. Do it in the first 24 hours, and you will not only benefit from that, but you will also benefit from the full loadout. And that actually leads perfectly into the next question that I see here. Will we keep progress from the demo? No. No, you will not.
You won't keep progress from the demo. Remember, it's only a demo. That's why you only have a limited experience with only 7 superpowers or power archives. And you can test some of the features, but not the entire, well, not the full app. So no, what we are discussing is that you will get your progress if you get early access. So beginning with early access, then your progress most probably will be saved up until, well, forever. Starting with your name. I know gamer tags are kind of big things for some people, so that's one thing that you will be able to keep. So the answer is no, but the demo is just a glimpse for you to have a little taste of what the Bone has for you, or the Bone universe has for you.
So if you want to make up a little bit of what you had, then again, pledge in the first 48 hours with the Explorer perk or higher, and you will get all of these. Like you said, if you've played the demo, you know how hard it is to start off with just Yellow Spark. So if you want to somehow make up for the progress that you have, you get a full loadout, which is pretty insane. So
yes, and you get to choose depending on your playing style. How do you want to begin your adventure? Are you a more aggressive player or more passive, or you want to balance things out? So you get to choose from 3 different loadouts. So I think that's also going to be interesting to see how the people pick.
Okay, so Cal just asked, how will trading work and when will it be incorporated? Also, I know that I've talked with you a little bit about the trading and how the economy will work in the game. So I don't entirely know the funding and how everything is valued, but I do know that one of the things that I really love about the trading concept is that you have to be in person to trade. So it's not like you can just trade with someone on the other side of the world. You have to actually meet up in person and do a trade, which is going to be another great place for recruitment centers where they can.
Of course. Yes, one of our early ideas for trading is to only make it in person for only a certain assets of the game, for Q codes or one of the core part to build up your superpowers are Q codes, and that's one of the things that we're 90% sure that you are gonna be able to trade. And as you said, we want it to be an in-person experience. Why? Because we want for those people that collect the, I don't know, baseball cards or albums for the. Here in Mexico, it's a very big deal, the World Cup album, to fill it up, to go with your friends to a specific part of your city or your neighborhood where people can gather to trade. And we want to bring this in-person contact back, because that's how the fights with the caster gear are going to occur in person. They're going to be in-person battles. So we want to gather all of these different concepts that revolve around meeting or gathering in person in recruitment centers. So that's one of the reasons why we want trade to be doing also only in person. Yes.
And I really loved that idea. I've had the idea of like at tournaments and stuff, you're gonna have this whole section of just like a marketplace almost, where everyone is able to come and trade, and it's gonna look like I kind of have this view in my head of like a Renaissance fair almost, with all these people set up trading, and it's gonna be really cool. What are all the packs you can buy other than the starter pack? I assume you mean the perks. If that's incorrect, please correct me. But I do think that we should go through the perks a little bit. I know that Mark and Oso, you went through it a little bit in the beginning of the stream. But I'm gonna scroll through to the actual graphics of the perks. So $1. We've talked about it before. $1, you get the closed beta access, which is scheduled to be around January to March 2022.
Yes.
And that will be later than the alpha access, obviously, but you still get it before it is open to the rest of the public. Get your last 2 cents in, some last advice that you think could be helpful for the app. And it's only $1, so it's a great way to still be involved and still help us out if you're financially tight or still not certain that we're going to actually succeed. Explorer, $19, also has the beta access, but also has the voting rights of the Founders Perk, where you can actually vote on ideas, vote on Nerea designs, etc. You also get a special Discord tag, and you get in the credits. Which is really cool. I mean, I don't have I don't have my name in any games credits, so this would be pretty cool.
And I also think that being able to decide or to vote in real game design decisions, it's something that it's a pretty unique opportunity, and because we want to build this game together with you, with our backers, with the community. So that's why this is very, very important for us. We think that we can build a better game together than if we do it alone and just release it.
Yeah, and it also, like Mark and JCF were talking about, you could decide if we go with Mario Kart or like Mortal Kombat. Like that could be a decision. Like
Yes.
where should we take the game next? And you will get access to voting for that. And that is a forever thing. Like you never lose your voting rights for like any
That's
decisions
correct.
that are made. You will have say in it.
You'll become part of the council of elders of the bone.
Next perk that we have is the first perk that has the caster gear.
Yes.
It's $149. Like we've already said, the caster gear itself will retail at $250, and that's without any perks, without any special stuff. So this is already a discount. You get the exclusive Nerea that you can only get if you back on the campaign. It will never be available again. Will it be tradable, Oso? Do you know?
No, it won't be tradable. I'm pretty sure skins well, we don't want skins at the beginning or Nerias to be tradable because it's
Okay.
more of like a collectible thing. But well, maybe in the future. But this exclusive Neria, we want it to be like a privilege
Exclusive.
to have. Yeah, exclusive.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
only if you were part of the Kickstarter campaign, then you're going to get it. And one important thing is the design is not jet set. So that's also going to be one of the first exercises that we're gonna do with the voting rights. So all backers are gonna vote on the design of the Kickstarter exclusive or the backer exclusive Neria.
Yeah, and so the caster perk is pretty much the explorer perk plus the caster gear. But then you look at the full caster gear or the full
Yes.
caster perk, and it has this whole section over here of extra stuff. You get the Season 0 Battle Pass, you get the caster book, and you get the 3 Nerias that I already talked about will only come with this perk. You do not start with them like you do in the demo. They will only come with this perk.
Yes. Well, one important thing is that if you are not interested in the complete full caster perk, you can get the caster gear and add add-ons after you make your pledge. You can add only the caster book maybe, or you're only interested in the 3 Nerias, or you are interested in the, what am I missing, the caster digital book, I think, or the battle season
Battle
0
Pass,
battle pass. Yeah, so you can add them individually if you are only interested in one of the 3 extra perks. But if you want the complete experience and to join, to go full on board with everything we have, I think the full caster is the perk for you, and it's the cheapest one by far if you take into account all that you get.
Yes, and it's just a great deal. And then again, full caster duo. What JCF suggests is one of the best deals in this whole thing. You get everything in the full caster, but you get 2 of them, so you can share with a friend. You can invite a friend to come play with you, and then they try it out, they love it, and then you have a constant battle partner that you can practice with, or you can.
Yes, and you can also from now, if you know someone that's willing to back the campaign, and both of you are willing to get a full caster, well, you can just go and get a full caster duo and get an extra discount. So that's also a good way to see why we created the full caster duo. And later on in the campaign, you also be able to, I mean, at any time in the campaign, you can upgrade your perk. So if you got the full caster and you share the project, and then a friend of yours is interested in backing the project, you can then upgrade to a full caster duo and get a better price.
That's very true. You can split it with a friend, and you can both save some extra money, and that's a very good point. Then we come to the Recruitment Center perk. This comes with it's $3,000, but it comes with 12 sets of gear, a special banner for your recruitment center, official recognition, special communications with the developers to help establish the business side of things and just kind of talk about what's going on. You will have your sigil in a special arena. There will be an esports arena with all of the caster, or all of the recruitment center sigils, and also your very own recruitment center Neria, which you will get to design. This is all its own thing. This is more for the people who are wanting to make a business out of it, who are wanting to rent out the gear to people and host tournaments. It's got some pretty cool stuff. Like I've said earlier, this is the perk that I'm planning to do. I'm looking forward to working alongside with the team to develop the recruitment centers and all of what they're going to be able to do in the future.
Yes, and as I said before, this is going to be a great place for people to gather and to meet other community members, to trade in the future, to have sparring sessions or more casual sparring sessions. And one thing that I'm very, very excited, I think the esports scene in the Bone is gonna is gonna be born here in the recruitment centers, in the local leagues that will eventually become national leagues, and then we can have a World Cup, of the Bone World Cup. So we have our expectations are very high for these recruitment centers, because we know there are going to be these huge nodes of community members, community houses, where everything is going to be able to explode, and that's why I'm very excited about all of this.
Yeah, I'm certainly excited too. So then we got the shipping costs, which if you're interested, if you're getting the shipping prices, or if you're getting the caster year, you can look into that. And then the timeline. A lot of people are interested in the timeline. So we are right here. We are at the Kickstarter campaign.
That's correct.
And we are almost 2 hours into the campaign. And in July, we will get the Founders Pack. You'll get the official letter of recognition, and that is when I think we'll start designing the Kickstarter Nerea. Or when exactly does the Founders Pack in July have within it?
Well, it's gonna be gradual. I mean, it's gonna be step by step. One of the first things that we're gonna do is we have a couple of in-game decisions we want to share with the community after the campaign ends. Some game modes that we want to see which one should we test first, and some stuff like that. Also, the Kickstarter exclusive Nerea design will kick in around in July or August. So that's when you will begin to get the advantages of having, or of being part of being a founder in the Bone. Yeah.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have passed the 35,000 mark, which means we have our next giveaway. We will get back to the other questions in a second, but first we have our next giveaway. Let me start getting that set up, and then I will let you.
Let's do it.
All know what that is. So we are going to be giving away the 3 Nerea bundle that we were just talking about earlier. This is Scrapper, Colosso, and Naiva.
Naiva. Yes. It actually comes from the word naive. That's the word that inspired the name.
That makes sense. In some of the videos that we've seen, the bot seems a little
shy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like innocent. Yes.
Innocent. Yes. Okay. So we are going to be giving away a Nerea bundle. I am almost done. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, please comment #Nereas in the chat for a chance to win. We're going to keep it open for a little bit. I see one person's already in here. Just comment Nereas for these 3 Nerea skins. Again, these are the skins that you can use in the Battle Simulator, in the AR Battle Simulator. These are going to be purely aesthetic, but they will cost money when the actual game comes out. They are collectibles, they are your companions, but they will cost money. So get it for free right now by commenting #Nereas. It's going to be great.
Yes, I want to see everybody in the chat going with #Nereas to get Naiva, Colosso, and Scrapper, and let's see who wins it.
And yes, just once. It only tallies it once. So I mean, you can put it multiple times, but it won't help you.
Yes.
All right. So how long do you think we should keep this open?
I think we can give it 1 more minute, and
all right,
and then we go. And be sure to write it correctly. I'm seeing Nereas somewhere in the chat, so make sure you write it correctly.
Yes, make sure that it is correct. If yes, if you have full caster, you already have this perk, so you do not need to enter.
Yes.
Anyone else? We have just a few seconds left.
And I say we go.
All right, let's go. Only 19 people have put in. This is your last. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we just got 20. Let's go. All right. I'm seeing some names I recognize.
Yes.
Again, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Ryson Aru.
Well, congrats to Ryson Aru.
Congratulations. You get the 3 Naria bundle. Let me just get that. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. And so if you already pledged, you are not only going to begin your adventure with a complete loadout, but with all the 3 starting areas. So
exactly.
What a way to begin.
Yeah, you not only get a full loadout, you have more than a lot of people are going to have when they first get in here. So back to the timeline, we've got the caster book and the recruitment centers will start coming out October through December. And explain, I know that you've explained it before, but explain the selected cities part of the recruitment center that it says there.
Well, yeah, recruitment centers are going to be a limited thing at the beginning. So we are already working in building up or in creating, we're working with 10 recruitment centers around the world. And we're going to see where our community is, where they are gathered, where the community is gathered. And we're going to begin opening recruitment centers where the biggest player base is. So that's what it means, the selected cities. And we will go gradually opening more and more recruitment centers as we test out everything regarding them. Logistics, the business model, how the app is going to work for them, how recruits are going to go there, what kind of issues may happen. So that's what it means, that we're not going to open like all recruitment centers at once. We'll go step by step to make sure everybody has the best experience when you visit one.
Very nice. Yes, you're making sure everything works before open it up to everyone. Very, very great strategy. So, and then in January of 2022, January through March, that is when the beta access. So if you've pledged the $1, that is when you will get access in January through March-ish in 2022.
In the first quarter of the following year.
Mm-hmm. More recruitment centers will be opened up, and that is also when the Battle Pass Season 0 will come into effect. So the Battle Pass is just to give advice on how the combat works, or what exactly. I know that you've also explained that a little bit earlier.
No, the
today,
Battle Pass will work like in other games, or in most games, where you're gonna have missions, or you're gonna be getting experience, or you're gonna be leveling up your Battle Pass, and as you level up the Battle Pass, you'll be getting rewards. They can be in-game currency, they can be Q codes of a specific superpower. Maybe at the end of the Battle Pass, you'll get an exclusive area that you will only unlock using the Battle Pass, or maybe you'll be unlocking specific power archives or superpowers that are gonna be released first, only for Battle Pass users, and then to the rest of the players. So that's what the Battle Pass is. So you can go and check any other game that has a Battle Pass, and it's gonna be pretty similar to that you are already used to.
Very nice. Okay, so then in April of 2022, that is when the caster gear will be ready for sale. Is that when they will be shipped out, or both? When they're shipped out and when they are retail for sale?
We're actually gonna be retailing them as soon as the campaign ends, but they will only be shipped up until April, giving priority to everybody who backed in the Kickstarter campaign. So they will be shipped in around March, April. So we expect you to get your caster gear depending where in the world you live. Some places may take longer due to logistic reasons.
Right.
There's nothing we can do about it. But yeah, we want all of them to be sent or to be shipped by at the most by April.
Very nice. So you will be getting your caster gear a little in April or possibly a little later, but April 2022 or April of next year is when you'll actually be able to get your hands on the gear and test out the full capabilities of the bone.
Yes, but you might be able to try one earlier in a recruitment center, so that's also important.
Yes. And then after that is when the beta opens up completely. That is when everyone will have access to the app, and that'll be in Q2 of 2022. Everyone will have access. And I noticed that it says beta and not like full app release. Is that why do you still specify a beta?
They are a lot of things that when you go from a closed beta with a known number of players, and then some things may happen when you do a full release to everyone. So the open beta is going to be mainly for that, to test that everything works with a larger amount of people, that the servers hold up, that everything's fine. And also the game is always going to be in development. So we are never going to have a perfect game. We intend to be a live game that's gonna be constantly evolving, constantly balancing things up, constantly adding new game mechanics, new features, new sections, new game modes. And that's why it's an open beta and not like a full release of the game.
That makes perfect sense. Then we start getting down, and this is something that I think is very impressive. Your team, the team that's working on this, has some insane amount of experience. I mean, just look at all of these. Look at all these different companies that have their sort of have their hand in this game through experience. I mean, certainly names in here that I recognize. I'm sure that there's some ones that you on the chat recognizes. We've got South by Southwest in here. We've got First. We've got some great experiences. Can you like talk about a little bit about the experience? I will be right back, but could you take that for a second?
Sure.
Great.
So we have been able to gather an amazing team, starting with our investors and our advisors that have been part of these huge gaming companies. We have the legendary Rod Cousins, that he has been part of Activision at the early beginnings, Jagex. He has been part of these huge successful games such as RuneScape. Then we have Guillermo, who has been working for over 6 years in esports. He was in charge of some aspects of League of Legends, the esports scene in Latin America. And then we have one of our investors who have been able to form part in companies like Supercell. So they are also in the esports scene, working together with soccer, with football teams to launch their esport teams. So we are ready with our team of advisors and our team of investors to take things to the next level. And then in the team, we have over 30 years in combined experience growing up companies. This is not the first company that we are working on. We have been able to run and to build up several successful companies, and we have, I think that this is for real. This is a dream team, and we're ready to take the world by storm. And I could not be happier to work with this amazing group of people. Every day at work is a joy, and everybody's working together or strongly together to achieve what we want. We want all of you guys to have superpowers in real life. And I think that's a pretty strong concept that has been able to bring together this amazing group of people. And then at last, I don't want to leave you out, our amazing community. All of this wouldn't be able without you. So yes, let's see how the campaign is doing.
Yeah,
at the moment.
I can put that up here. 37,955. We've got. We are like.
That might be 75%. No, that's actually 75% already of the campaign. So we're only 25% away from our funding goal, and let's go get it.
Let's do it, guys. Like we are so close. That is insane. Thank you, Oso, for talking about this. And hey, look, there you are.
There I am.
This is the team, the core team of the Bone. Yes. You saw them at the beginning of the stream in that little early morning video. And I love, these are actually really funny if you want to read through, looking at the superpowers and weaknesses, and also seeing a little insights into what their favorite power archives are. It's very entertaining to actually look at. What?
And our weaknesses also.
Yes. Let's see. Internet rabbit holes. I same.
Yeah, it's a big issue for me. I can stay up to 5 a.m. in the morning, going through blog after blog, video after video on random topics. And yes.
Yes, I
that's why my sleeping schedule is so bad, and that's why I hate mornings, because I always end up sleeping up until very, very late, looking at random, useless, and also sometimes useful information.
Yes, I certainly understand that. And then at the very bottom here, we've got the community content of the campaign. You see, here's JCF. He got to interview Rod Cozens, the president of the advisory board. It's a really good video if you want to understand Rod's background and a little bit about what he sees the future is for this game and for this company. He has some really good insight in that video, and Mark also shows up later in the video.
Yes.
Highly recommend. If you want to understand a little bit more about the story of the Bone, this is my video.
Yes,
that is the informant. I mentioned at the beginning that I am not the informant right now, but if you want to understand that, yes. And you want to understand a little bit more about the story of the Bone, go watch this video. I think it's pretty good. We also have the developer diaries. These were a little series that we had leading up to the campaign, where Mark and Oso and Diego also was in one of them, where they just talked about the Bone. They talked about the gear and the combat simulator and all this different stuff. If you want to understand more about the actual technical side of the Bone, go watch this playlist here. Then New Dawn, who is hosting the Spanish live stream, or who was hosting the Spanish live stream. Are they still on?
They might be on.
I don't know.
See. Yes, they are on. So if you want to check out the Spanish broadcast, go and join. And as I'm saying this, I need to leave. I need to check some things of the campaign, of the demo, and of everything. But I'm very, very thankful for being here and for having this amazing community. We are at 75% already, and let's go get that last 25%.
Let's do it. Thank you so much for being here and for helping answer questions and going through some of the campaign with me.
No, it's not a problem. And well, have a nice end of stream.
Thank you.
Well, see you.
See ya. Okay. So New Dawn is hosting the Spanish stream. I meant to say that a while ago. But si quieres ver la transmisión en español, da click al link in la descripción. They have been doing great. They're hosting it. They have this video. They have a lot of great videos. Check out their channel. They have some pretty good videos out here. And Zont is a channel. If you want to see some early footage of like the caster gear gameplay, Zont or New Dawn, but I think it was Zont and maybe Ivan Navi. Some of the recruits in New Dawn and Orden del Phoenix, which are two houses in the bone, they got to test out the gear to help the devs. And if you want to see some of their first thoughts, go watch that video. It was really exciting to watch. It is in Spanish, so you might just be watching it to watch the gameplay, which is what I did because I can't actually speak Spanish. But again, it is great to watch the content. And then we have a little bit more of the lore. We've got Anonyma down here. If you want to know more about the lore, about the characters, about everything, again, watch my lore video about the bone. Also, there is a fandom wiki that there's a fandom wiki that has a lot of information. It has more information about the houses. It has more information about the recruitment centers and the quests that have been available and have been closed, etc. So dive into the fandom. If there's any pages that aren't filled out, leave a comment, put it in the Discord, join the Discord. We have a great time there, like I've said before. And now we come down to the community. We have over 50,000 pre-registered recruits. That is insane. And we're still growing. Like that's huge, but we're still growing and we're still gaining funding. Let's check out the funding right now. 37,994. Come on, guys. We are so close to being just $10,000 away. Just $10,000 away. Just get us up to 40,000. That'll be the goal for the end of this stream. Get up to 40,000. If we get up to 40,000, you can get rid of me, and I will stop talking. If that is what you would like. Let's look back at the community. Again, these are the houses. I kind of talked about this earlier when we had Captain APAC and Captain Devin up here. But these are the houses that won the contest last campaign. They had the most members. They were the most active. They had a lot of great stuff going on. We have New Dawn, who, like I just said, is hosting the other live stream. Phoenix, who has since then changed their logo. Or maybe they changed it back. No, this is the new logo. I'm pretty sure. Again, fandom has all the updated logos, so check that out if you want to see all the updated logos. We've got Dovahkiin here. We've got Nexus, who you met the leader of. The legendary Wolf Order, Thunderstrike, My House Templarios, Quetzal's Creed, Peru, Empire of Peru, and Arsenio. The one that you don't see on here, the one English guild that you do not see on here, they did not win the contest last campaign, but they actually are an official house now, is the Heroic Demon Order. HDO, I tried to get their leader on here. Unfortunately, the time did not work out. But they're doing pretty good. They're one of the official houses now. And yeah, it's just a great time. And then we have the future. Again, there's so much good information in the campaign. I've gone through the perks. I've gone through the community. Now we get to the tech, and they actually explain the content of the actual technological aspects of things. You can look at early prototypes. This was the first The first EPON right here was just a circuit board on a plastic frame. That was all it was. And we have also got a question. Keep asking your questions. It's a little bit of a problem because the questions for me are way over here, and my screen with the campaign is way over here. So I sometimes don't actually look at the questions. But Dylan is just an interesting way to spell Dylan. Sorry. Another question: when they hit 50,000, the game will release. No, the demo is out now. If you want that, you can go to. I know it was in the chat a while ago, but if you go to https:// this is how you know that I've typed this so many times. https://www.thebonegaming.com/post/thebonedemo with hyphens in between the words. Arissa, if you could put that in the chat for Dalen here. The demo is out now. The demo is free. The app will also be free, but it's not. It is not out yet. It will not be out when they hit 50,000. 50,000 is more for funding and for being able to go into production with the caster gear. Which again, you can see the really early versions of right here. One thing that's very impressive about the caster gear that I don't think anyone's brought up today is that you do not actually look through your phone. That's kind of a big deal. In VR, you put on the headset and you're looking directly at the screen. But in the Bone, you put the phone up in this top little slot up on your forehead, and it projects it down onto the visor. The word escaped me there. This little visor right here, you can't see that. This little visor right here, the phone goes up here, and then it gets projected in here, and it's projected down there. So you're looking through a polarized visor at the real world with just a game overlay on top of it. So there's no lag. You're not gonna disconnect and suddenly be running around with a black screen. There's a lot of safety concerns there. So it's just a lot easier. You're actually seeing the real world with your eyes. The footage that you've seen of gameplay is all screen recorded, and so it's not actually what you're seeing. When you're actually looking through the visor, it does look more immersive. So let's actually look. Here's some of the mechanics. Again, if you want to see more of this and how the EPON works, go watch the developer diaries. I think it's chapter 2. Chapter 2 or 3, they talk about the gear. Dalen, yes, Arissa should be getting that to you shortly. If you wouldn't mind, Arissa. But yeah, if you want to look into this, Diego goes into the technical specs of the gear and more in detail. If you want to watch them 3D printing it, you can watch that too. Obviously, when they get funding and they go into production, it probably will not be 3D printed because it's just not efficient. But it will be probably molded of some kind for mass production. Let's refresh the pledges. Let's look where we are. 38,000. So close, guys. We are so close. $1,200 away. $1,300 away. And I will stop. Unless it like blasts through 40, and then obviously I'll have to wait until 50. Like just clearly. These are some software designs. There was Naiva. We've got some arena designs, some UI designs. There's the sensor. The way that the caster gear works, the way that the headset works is that there are 6 sensors, I believe, 6 or 7 sensors that are in the top and on the sides. Let me find the actual right here. See, you can see there, that's the sensor up there, and then there's one right here and one on the other side, just like it. And that allows for 360 degree hit box. So you can be hit from anywhere. So you better stay aware of your surroundings and where people are. You will get an alert if someone's actually shooting at you. So you can try to block it, which you can do. But also just be aware of where everyone is, and it'll be a little bit safer for you. Some of the Nerias, some of the animation, early concepts, very early concept art, combat simulator, very early concept art. There's just a lot of good stuff in here, some risks. Read through them. I'm not trying to hide them, but just read through them. Now, I just realized that I believe... Oh, never mind. So that is the campaign, guys. You have just been taken through basically the entire campaign. We are still about $1,300 away from 40,000. So let's go through some questions. iOS beta, yes. The alpha and beta will both be for Apple and Android. I know that the alpha, like the way early alpha, like in December of 2020, that was only Android, but everything from now on will be iOS and Android. iOS is a little harder to get to just on a consumer standpoint because Apple is annoying with how they design things. But yes, the demo is available in Apple and Android, and everything going forward will also be available alpha, Apple and Android in alpha, beta, and moving forward. The design is flawless. How is the weight? Are colors a future option, or maybe skins would be cool too? The weight is pretty good. If you actually check I'm going to plug the fandom again. The fandom actually does have the specs in the caster gear page. I can pull that up. You can see how much I look at the bone stuff on the internet. So this is the fandom. This is the English fandom. Spanish has a slightly different looking fandom. But we're going to go to the caster gear page and go to the headset. Okay. So it's about 1 pound, which is really good. Again, most of the weight for the headset comes from your phone, which again slides into the front of the headset. If you look at this image right here, you can see this slot where your phone slides in right here. And then there's the sensors again. But this has all of the length, width, height, weight. It's got all the stuff for the headset and the EPON. So color is a future option. Maybe in the far future. One thing that Mark has mentioned before is that as soon as you start adding color options, you have to have a whole new set of molds and color things, and it's just a bigger deal. But you like they said, if you backed last time and you also are backing this time in the first 24 hours, you get a special set of stickers. So, I mean, it can be just like a console, like JCF has mentioned. You can put stickers on it. You can color it. If you're careful, you can spray paint it and stuff. Again, there's not a whole lot of electronics within the headset itself other than the sensors. So you kind of have free reign to modify it however you want, as long as the sensors aren't blocked and the visor and projection system still functions. So right now, not officially, but completely encourage any customization on your side. So you do you with that, Ale. Do we need the wand when doing the beta? No. The wand will actually not be out when the beta first releases. The beta will mostly be for full exploration with all of the power archives, full combat simulation with all of the power archives, and then for the recruitment centers who will have the headset and wand at that point, they will be able to be using the caster gear, which is what this all is. This is all the caster gear. Well, actually, let's go back a page. Let's show you just the caster gear itself. This is the caster gear right here. This is all you need for everything. For most of it, you just need your phone, but for full play ability, you need the caster gear right here. So if you go to a recruitment center for the beta, then yes, they will have access to the wands, but you will not even have access to the wand for the beta, but you'll still be able to play. Again, exploration will be fine. Alchemy and making superpowers will still be fine. Combat simulation will still be fine. If you want to have access to the full like augmented reality thing, then you will need to go to a recruitment center and get the gear from there. All right, guys, we are so close to being done here. I'm almost tempted to stay on till 50. What do you guys think? Should I stay on till 50? Let's look at these other questions. If a player has slower internet connection, how will this impact gameplay? Just like any other gameplay. I mean, just like any other online game, the slower your internet, the more possibility of lag. For exploration, you're pretty much fine. I haven't had any problems with slow exploration or any like bad exploration lag. For combat simulation, I don't know. Hex, are you still on here? I know that Hex has been doing a whole lot of combat simulation, but also right now, all of the combat simulation is just bots. So there really isn't a whole lot of online stuff happening right now. But just like any other online game, possibility of lag is always a possibility. Recruitment centers will probably try to make their internet decently good, decently high powered, or decently fast internet, so to minimize that and actually make a fun experience. But it's just like any other online game. If somebody is colorblind, will there be adjustment settings to help with that? Right now, no. But thank you for bringing that up. I am certain that that will be addressed. That will be discussed. Again, if you want to back with the founder rights and get your voice heard on that, that is certainly a good thing to do. But also bringing it up right here, also very smart. Thank you so much for doing that. I don't like myself like that. So at the moment, no, but we are very early in the process. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm sure we will handle that sometime soon. Arissa says that she's playing fine on 4G, so just talking about internet. JCF, yes, I like that idea. Maybe recruitment centers could get different colors to identify teams. Yep, that could certainly be an option first on or later on in the future. If you have the skills you can customize, yes. How far behind in the chat am I? I'm quite behind in the chat. Any new? I have a 3D printer. Joey, you have a 3D printer, so going to make an EPON in more colors or even multicolored. Sure. If you can have all of the the computer, like the chips and everything inside it to make it work, then go for it. If you could make a case. I know that cases for EPONs have been discussed, just like you can, just like your phone. They don't make, well, some of them do, but they don't make like 100 colors of different phones. They make 5, and then if you want to customize it more, you add stickers or add a case of a different color. So that'll probably be what they plan to do in the future, specifically for the EPON, the wand, the EPON. It's the same thing. But yeah, if you want to just full out make your own in a different color, again, if you can get the electronics, go for it. Alrighty. Hi, Hex. Yes, I was just asking if is there any lag in the combat simulator? I know that it's not really online yet, but I was just curious if you've noticed that at all. The accessibility menu on your phone might have filters for color blindness. That is very possible. I know that some phones do that, but I do think that we should certainly discuss it in the actual development. Dalen, going to be a solo player. Good for you. Solo players are going to be really helpful, especially if you focus on exploration. If you focus on exploration and go out and really boost all of your stats and like make a bunch of power archives and stuff, when there's tournaments and you can start exchanging and trading for stuff, you are going to be a very sought after person. Is there a way to work towards an EPON set? I'm not sure what you mean exactly. There are two. I think there might be three. I'm confused. No, okay. So there are 3 perks. I was right. There are 4 perks. There are 4 perks that come with the caster gear. There is the caster perk for $149, which comes with everything that comes in the Explorer perk, but you get caster gear. So it comes with the Kickstarter exclusive Naria. It comes with the Founders Pack where you get voting rights. It comes with closed beta access and alpha early access, which is before the beta. So that is one option. Or if you want all of that plus more, but wait, there's more. You can get the full caster at $199. And that is everything in the caster, but it also has the 3 Naria bundle, the caster digital book, which is a lot of information about the different superpowers that you can get, the battle pass, the Kickstarter exclusive Naria, and everything that we've already discussed. That's a great deal. Once again, the caster gear by itself will retail for $250, and this is $200, and it has a bunch of extra stuff. This is estimated to be around $339 retail, and you're getting it for just $200. That's pretty insane. The other 2 perks that you can get the caster gear, the full caster duo, which is everything that's in the full caster, but there's 2 of them. And then if you want to buy a recruitment center and make more of a business plan, then you can get 12 sets of the gear and rent them out to people. So those are the 4 perks that you can get for the caster gear. Or you can get them retail for $250, or you can go to a recruitment center and rent them. And you can also buy them from recruitment centers, and maybe they have discounts. Maybe there will be sales. Who knows? But if you want to play augmented reality, you do need the gear. Whether you buy it yourself or just go to a thing and rent it, that is completely up to you. Would they release the dimensions of the headset gear so we can skin it ourselves? Yes, they have. It's in the fandom. I was just showing it earlier. If you go to the Bone Universe fandom right here, and you go to the caster gear page, if you go to the headset or the e-wand, both of those have the specs in the page. They're not completely final. I think the headset is pretty final. To answer someone, oh, there you are. Is the current design the final outcome? For the headset, pretty sure yes. There might be some slight tweaks in the future, but I'm pretty sure yes, the headset is final. The E1, however, is not quite final. I know that they're still working on that. They're working on the ergonomics and making it, I think, shorter. I think was the last thing I heard that they were working on. So the E1 is not final yet. The headset is fairly final, but there might be newer versions as tech improves. Ryson, congratulations on winning the Nerea bundle. I asked about this previously, but once we have all the released archives, is there a possibility to have a full alchemical customization and design of archives based off runes we use in game? My gut says no. There will be, there's a lot of archives. There's 36 already planned, and they're hoping to get up to 90. No, there's 38 already planned, and they're hoping to get up to 96. So that's a lot of possibilities that are going to be some combination of some runes. Well, they're not runes anymore, they're chromas, but it's going to be some combination of chromas. So I'm sure that you'll be able to find something in there that fits exactly what you're trying to do. Again, that's 98 different options. That's pretty good chance that you're going to have something in there that you can use. And also just to explain the chromas and runes and stuff, the way that the game works is that you go out and explore. Again, that's available right now through the demo, through the website. You can get the demo, or through the Kickstarter. You can get the demo through there as well. Exploration is completely available right now. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached $40,000. Only 10,000 more, and we are fully funded. That's kind of insane, everyone. Fully funded in less than 3 hours. Can we do it? Guys, share the campaign. There were 600 people following this campaign who all got notified that it went live. And we're only at 150 people backing right now. We still have 500 people who have not yet come here. That's kind of that's a big discrepancy. So we're absolutely going to get funded. It just depends on how early. Again, if you're hesitating, you get a full loadout if you're back in the first 48 hours. Like I was just explaining, and this actually works perfectly. When you explore, you collect pixels. These pixels are color-based, and they are how you level up things. In order to make power archives, which are the superpowers, you have to fight these things called power essences, which basically means like there is a combat aspect to exploration, and you need power archives to be able to combat, to be able to fight. You start off with Yellow Spark. You start off with this one right here, which is a fine archive, but it's not very strong. So in order for you to get any other power archives, you have to have almost perfect accuracy with Yellow Spark, which is difficult. But if you come in with one of these three options and you have like a full loadout of 4 power archives, you're going to be able to level up and get even more power archives so much faster. So get it in the first 48 hours. And to go back into what Ryson was asking, again, you collect the pixels, they give you particles. The particles, you then mix the particles to get chromas, and then you mix the chromas to get superpowers, or to level up superpowers. At some point, really early in the second recruitment center, or RC2, as the fandom will put it, there were quizzes and tests where you were able to design your own power archive, and you had almost full customization with your power archive. And so Ryson is asking if that full customization will still exist. And like I said, I think no. I think honestly that was just an easy way for them to get ideas so they could make 98. So I'm sure that you will see some of your ideas in the future in the bone, in the power archives. So that would be great. But as of right now, I do not think you will have full customizability. But again, there's going to be 98 of them, so I don't know how much more customization you'll really need. Okay. I mean, for people who can't afford, will you have a way for people in the future just to get like tournaments? Yes. That is what the recruitment centers are. You can go to a recruitment center, you can rent the gear for an hour, for a match, for 2 matches, however that recruitment center decides to do it, or however the Bone kind of decides that the recruitment centers will do it. And they will be in charge of all the tournaments and any organization that happens. So you can go and rent them. And again, maybe discounts. You can buy the gear from the recruitment centers, depending on how that one's set up. But yes, recruitment centers will organize tournaments where you can go and rent the gear. So yes, if you cannot afford to have it, you can go rent it for tournaments at recruitment centers. As some people already said in the chat. 3,000 isn't bad. You can make the money back very fast. Yes, you certainly can. And the Bone has business plans in motion already for people who buy recruitment centers. So yes, you can make your money back very quickly. And you also can have just like a really easy like party. Like if you're going to have just a night out, just grab your gear, grab your friends, and you can have a nice little 3v3 or 2v2v2 or capture the flag. It's really nice to have a lot. I know that I'm a college student, so I know for a fact that I'm going to be taking my recruitment center to campus, and we're going to have a lot of fun there. It's a great campus activity. I'm going to team up with my campus's esports team and organize tournaments. There's just so many things that you can do having 6 sets of the gear. Message me. I'm not sure where all the RCs are located physically. Neither am I. They gave countries in the oh, well, actually, Arissa just asked the question. Do you know where the RCs are physically? No, not all of them. I know that at the beginning they pointed out the different countries where they are. I'm vaguely thinking that in the last campaign, in one of the updates or in one of the emails, they said where a lot of them were. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. So no, I know where mine are going to be. I mean, I have one, but it will be kind of split. Like I just said, I'm a college student, so when I go to campus, it'll be there, and when I'm home, it'll be here. This is kind of fun. Yes, it is. Dalen? Yes. Welcome to the world of tomato. There's a lot of tomato in the world. I don't really know why the world is a tomato, but there's a lot of tomato. Some ideas to avoid tomato: find very bold colors. Go outside. The grass is rarely tomato. If you have some nice green grass, a lot of neutral colors will end up being tomato. So like tile floor, unless you have a very bold tile floor, wood floors will usually be tomato. But if you have like my mouse pad here, which is very blue, that's not going to give you tomato. It's also very ratty, if you can tell. So yeah, go outside, go to a city, try to find like graffiti. That'll give you some stuff. And yeah, so that's just some options. But yes, tomato, there's a lot of tomato, a lot of tomato. Who won the giveaway? Which giveaway, Kimberly? We had 2. So we had the caster book giveaway, which was won by Luis, And we had the Nuria bundle giveaway, which was won by Rice and Aru. Yeah, right now, those are the two giveaways that we've had. We have reached $40,000 though. And if we, let me look something up real quick. All right, we are at 157 likes on YouTube right now. If we get to 200 likes, there will be another giveaway. I will tell you that right now. So share the stream. This will basically just be kind of an open Q&A. I think I'm going to stay on. I'd like to stay on until we're funded, but if that doesn't look like it's going to happen, then I won't. I'll ask the team, see how long I should stay on. But yeah, if we get to 200 likes, there will be another giveaway. And if we get fully funded, there will be another giveaway. So if you want to stay tuned for that, those are your options. It's based on the colors. I just answered that. Putting colored pencils on a page is good. Very smart, very resourceful. Use street art as a source of power. Yes. Christopher, this is a revolutionary game. This is revolutionary. Gamers spending more time out in the world, outside, socializing. The community will skyrocket, coming together, like together. Genius. Thank you very much, Christopher. That is part of the goal. Using the technology that has separated us. I mean, if you look at, I'm going to sound like a boomer or whatever, but if you look at restaurants, everyone's on their phone. No one's really talking to each other. So the Bone is taking the same technology that is dividing us from personal connection and is using it to force personal connection, essentially. So yeah, it's great. It's gonna be cool. How much will the console be? It's not a console. It is an app. The gear. The app is free, so you can download the demo right now. Kimberly's son. I saw that you. So you can download the demo right now for free. It's on the Kickstarter campaign. It's also on the bonegaming.com. But I can show you how much the caster gear will be if you look on the campaign, the caster gear, which is right here. I just kind of went through it a few minutes ago. But the caster gear is, if you just want the caster gear, it will retail at $250. As Arissa just said in the chat, it will retail at $250, or you can back it now in the Kickstarter campaign for huge discounts. If you pledge $149, you will get the caster gear, plus everything that comes before the caster gear. So the Kickstarter exclusive skin, the founders pack where you get voting rights for future game decisions. You get early access for the alpha testing and closed beta access. So that's really insane. What is the name of the Kickstarter campaign? It is called, you can look at the link right here. That's the Bone Gaming /the Bone. There's also a link in the stream. So if you click the link that says early access, that will take you to the campaign. Yeah. We're at 162 likes, guys. That went up pretty quick. Just a little bit further, and there will be another giveaway.
What up?
Hey, Mark.
How's everything going? Good?
Going pretty well. Just answering a lot of questions right now. We have our current giveaway set at if they reach 200 likes on the YouTube video or on the stream, then we will be giving away another prize. I have not told them what it is yet, but we've already discussed it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've been hearing everything. So just to let you know, I know everything that was happening. I just
okay, great.
Moving stuff, doing things. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there, but we don't want to push it because there's a lot of backers. We need also to understand that. I mean, people have lives. you said about like, hey, there were more than 600 people following. Remember, we have people everywhere, meaning it's not the same time in Europe, for example. People are probably working. People are doing stuff. So we're going to get funded probably today. We need to keep pushing it. But there's no need to stay here. Right now, we're on 36 concurrent viewers. We have been here for 3 hours. I think this is an amazing thing that you community are still here, following, commenting, doing everything. So let's make this. Let's wait to give the last giveaway, and after that, let's cut it, and we'll keep in touch on Central Command, on Discord, the forum. I mean, we are there. We can keep the conversation going. You have been doing an amazing job. Everyone, please help me in the comments to thank the Old Father, owner of Thunderstrike Recruitment Center, because that's what that's committing to something. Being here 3 hours, getting early, super early. He wasn't at the beginning of the stream where I talked to everyone because he was preparing everything, but help me give him like a big, huge applause or virtual hug or something because he deserves it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's been fun. I've been enjoying answering questions and just going through the campaign. It's been a lot of fun to watch it grow so sharply. Just in this 3 hours is great.
While they'll give you thanks, I want to talk about something really fast about the recruitment center that is going to be really amazing for you guys, everyone, like community players, you as an owner. Remember that recruitment centers will have a lot of in-game items that belongs to them, like a badge representing Thunderstrike, an area representing Thunderstrike, in naturally every recruitment center. Well, one cool thing that we're discussing, and later on we'll have these conversations with the owners, but is to have a badge. And the idea is that if you go to a recruitment center, you will find the rules of that specific recruitment center on how to obtain a badge. And if you think it's like a Pokemon gym. Well, yeah, sort of. It is great. Why not just take it? Because you can go around the world, in real places where you is like, oh my God, I'm going to meet the Old Father because I'm traveling here. And I know if I follow these rules, I don't know if the Old Father will decide that he is hosting a tournament or only going by training. Or I don't know. A lot of community events can be done there. So stay tuned with other recruitment centers because the experience is going to be different in each one. The idea of a recruitment center is not like you go to a Subway. It doesn't matter if it's in California or in Peru, you will get the same sandwich, Well, here, no. Here is going to be different. Each recruitment center will have their own philosophy, history, rules, and stuff. So I'm a collector. I don't know about you, but I'm going to make sure to go to the recruitment of the Old Father at some point and make sure that I win that badge. Because I will not be able to have it. It doesn't matter who you are if you don't win it, as the recruitment center says.
Yes.
Yes, I can, Arisa. Oh, yeah, come on.
And that's one thing that I think is going to be really, really cool about the Bone and just how, because it's so individual and because it's so community based. I mean, like Pokemon Go, like you just said, like they have their gyms in every little area or whatever. But this will be different. Everyone will be different. Every recruitment center will have different rules. We'll have different types of people. We'll have different. I don't know if they're gonna have merch or whatever, but they're gonna have. It'll all be very unique to the area, and will really encourage traveling, which is really cool, and will really be nice after being cooped inside for like a year.
Cool. Erisa's asking if I can tell you the locations of the RC. I can, but not in like in a specific address way, because they're still in development, you know, like the old fathers say, hey, mine is going to be like, when I'm here, I'm here, and where I'm there. It's going to work that way. But let me talk about estates and capitals and stuff like that. So I'm going to go through all America, starting from the bottom, and I'm going to go racing. If my geography works, I will not miss it anyone. So first, you have one in Chile. Probably it's going to be in the capital, in Santiago. I cannot sign that, or I cannot assure that. Everything that I say here is subject to change, because it's not depending on us as a studio, depends on the owners. But the information that we have now is this: one at Chile, at Santiago, capital; one at Peru, Lima, capital. Well, actually, probably two at Peru. That's cool, because I don't know if you know, but there's a huge rivalry between Peru and Chile, like the countries and the people that live there. So it's going to be cool. They're going to start to fight like wars. That's going to be amazing. Now, then let me just not skip no one. Then you have Peru. Then you have Colombia. Not sure if it's going to be in the capital there, but probably all of them will be in capitals. Then I'm watching the map so I don't miss anyone. Then you have Mexico. In Mexico, you have a lot of them right now. As you know, we are from Mexico City. So that just makes some sort of sense, because Mexico and US is right now the two core pillars of the community, you know? Naturally, it's made for everyone that speaks English. In Spanish, Latin America is huge, and also Spain. And in English, well, Europe will get there, because UK is right now growing a lot. With when Rob came, you know, UK people were like, hey, I know that guy, he's from here. So they started to well, the community started growing there just organically. Then Mexico, we're having right now, we have four: Mexico City, Monterrey. I don't know if you know, but Monterrey and Guadalajara are the second like biggest cities or most important cities in both ways, like economic speaking and population. And the third one, it's going to be probably Querétaro, Puebla. I know that you guys are like, well, where is that? Well, it's really next to Mexico. You can go to a map and see it. And then let me go across to the US. So right now in the US, we have Thunderstrike. I want to say Massachusetts. Correct me, please.
Yep.
Yeah, Massachusetts. I went too far upstate. Let me start in the beginning. Texas. Right now, Texas is the most important state in US. Is where we have the biggest community. Is not because it's JFC. I don't know if you know, it's from Texas. I cannot give you more information. Privacy settings are like checkmark. But we believe that Texas is going to be huge. I want to make sure that before launch, we have San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, and Austin covered. I was living in Austin 2 years, like 6 months ago. Great place. If you haven't go to Austin, you need to do that. Probably if we host a party sometime soon, with, you know, pandemic and stuff, we went into South by Southwest. I'm not sure if you know that, but South by Southwest is this huge, amazing event when you have like cine and you have bands playing. Well, in Austin, anytime there's bands playing, that's amazing. But yeah, you have great food. You have this technology thing. So if the things works out, I cannot promise it. You know, there's a lot of things that need to get going, starting from the pandemic thing. But probably if we launch and we make this huge community event when we want to gather, it's going to be probably in Texas, probably in Austin, in South by Southwest. It's just goodwill of me talking, you know? We're talking to California. yeah, right now it's not settled yet, but we want to push it. California is another really important state, and right now I'm gonna say that that's it. Now, consider this. This is very important. Now, we're working really hard. You met Santiago, the lawyer guy that it's in the team. It's not, well, you haven't met him like talking to. He's gonna make a central command about recruitment centers to explain all of this. But we want to make sure that the recruitment centers are in the main states of United States. I'm just going to talk about United States because this is in English. I'm sure no one is from Mexico in this chat, so I'm just going to skip it, or even Latin America. We also want to put one in UK. You know, Europe is an important thing. UK and Spain probably are the, and in France. France is going to be also big. But we want to make sure that before we deliver all these cluster gears, we have settled at least 15 recruitment centers touching the best, not the best, the biggest states in United States, you know, because United States is too big, you know, to cover it all in one day. But I know that it's easier if we settle like these recruitment centers in the big ones, so anyone can make the effort, travel while we are like making this effort. So, for example, what can I tell you? Philadelphia. Let's talk about Philly. So, if we start getting a lot of people there, it's just natural to put a recruitment center. Remember that recruitment centers are also business for the one who are putting them. So if we have an audience, it's easier to establish it. So make sure that if you are someone in some little city, or even like these small towns that are all over the US, if you are capable of sharing it with your friends, if you create your own local community, well, you are helping us like making a recruitment center there. And even if you want to try it, well, you can like establish your own. If you are not that guy that you don't want to mess with business and stuff, you have your own thing going, it's also fine. But make sure to create your own local community. That way, it's really simple for us to establish their recruitment center. Erisa, this was a long answer. Let me know if it worked, or if anyone has any other comments. If not, let's make the giveaway if we are there, and let's end this.
Not quite there yet. We're at 165 right now. I don't know. Yeah, Christopher, just to confirm what everyone is saying, Discord is probably the best way to contact me, or to contact anyone here. Yes. I'm Allfather in the Discord as well.
Very famous here.
I was given that name by the community because of how much I was always on the Discord.
Well, Allfather, if you want to, how about if it's 3 hours, 18 minutes now, let's end it at 3:20. I know we haven't reached the likes and stuff, but you know, what the heck? Everyone is here paying attention, waiting for it. Let's just give it, because the community deserves it. Let's make the giveaway. We will end with this. We are somewhere 83%, I want to say, quick math, for the funding. Let's keep sharing. Let's make this happen. Remember something important before the giveaway and before we go. After we get funded, we will start talking about stretch goals. Stretch goals are the concept of where we give away more free perks, more stuff to develop if we reach certain money milestones. Because the ideas we have, I know you have, everyone has ideas, but we need to have the proper tools to develop that. So, do you want to make the giveaway?
Yes, I'm setting it up right now. Let me just get the site.
While Allfather is doing that, this is the last question. Last question session. Just throwing them. I will cover them. If not, let's just make the giveaway and stay tuned to the news and stuff that is going to be. It's going to be long 23 days. We actually make that thing. We decided 30 days is too much. Let's sprint this thing. We all will. Everyone is anxious to have this now. So
All
Ready?
right. I am ready. So we are going to be giving away a Battle Pass Season 0. This is, again, this will give you... Mark, do you want to explain the Battle Pass?
Yeah, so it's really simple, the concept. As you know, as I talked before, Nerias, we're going to have a lot of stuff, cosmetic. We're never going to push pay to win. We hate that thing. We're gamers. So it's not something we do. We don't want to push it. The idea of the Battle Pass is for you players that stick a lot in the game. We'll have a lot of rewards like a traditional Battle Pass. Now, we don't know if this is a good business model for us. That's the truth. So Battle Pass Season 0 could be the only pass ever existed in the phone, or not, depending on the testing we make. So what I can assure you is that Battle Pass Season 0 will have rewards that can or cannot be like anywhere else in the phone. Like if you weren't there, you will not have it at all. Okay? So Battle Pass is a huge thing because you, as early access members, will have access to the Battle Pass. And if the experiment works, we decided that it's a good one. We have your feedback and stuff. We will release Battle Pass Season 1 in closed beta or open beta. We'll see. So if you have an early access, make sure to have a Battle Pass because I cannot assure that those rewards will be forever in the phone. The explanation?
Yes, that was great. All right, so we've got 10 people in here already. We've got 31 people watching, but we've only got 10 in here. Anyone else? We got Battle Pass. We got hashtag Battle Passes. I see them coming in.
10 seconds. Come
10,
on.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's go.
Let's see what we got.
And the lucky one is...
The winner is Ryan. That's another name I recognize. Hello, welcome. Congratulations. You have won the Battle Pass. I will take a screenshot of this. And congratulations. Congratulations to everyone who backed or who won. Thank you to everyone who backed. Congratulations to everyone who won. We are almost funded. Guys, we are almost there. We are so close already. Look forward to seeing you all in the Discord, in the Central Command. Thank you all for watching, for staying tuned to all 3 hours of this, if you've been here for all 3 hours. Mark, any last words?
Yeah, no, it's time to eat. Something.
Yes, agreed.
Those are my last words. As you can see, I have this weakness about hamburgers. I believe today is the day. I deserve one. So
yes, absolutely true.
Also you deserve it, old father. So go and grab your favorite meal. It doesn't matter the hour, even if it's not time for a beer and you want to have one. Totally.
I'm going to go have my authentic Texan brisket. So that's where I'm going right now. So
cool.
All right.
3 amazing hours. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay tuned. This is just the beginning. Today was the start, not the end. Getting funded, remember, is not the end goal. It's just the start of this ongoing, eternal project, I want to call it, years to come of amazing things. In being a part of this, well, if we gather together, we can create history. Let's write that history. Let's put your pen into what is going to happen and not just being someone that looks for a side and say, hey, I knew, but I didn't took action. So congrats, everyone. Old Father, you're the best. Thank you for hosting this.
Thank you very much for allowing me to do so.
Have a good one.
You as well. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching.